It's still olive oil, so
So my lighting kind of sucks, doesn't it? I'm like backlit or the front lit.
you are live.
Happy Halloween, everybody. We are live. I went ahead and ran to the store and got some last minute stuff. Bumped into one of my prepper customers. I know he's there. He was like, let's talk for a minute. He was doing the same thing. I went ahead and grabbed a couple cases of water to take to work. And what else? Just kind of rounded stuff out. Because I went Wednesday, but I went ahead and got another loaf of bread because Wednesday they only had one loaf of our kind of bread, and it was janky looking, like it had been rough handled. And then tonight they didn't have it dated very far out, but I dug in the back and found something good till the 6th. Batching it tonight, so we're going to have us a whole box of this Italian 5 cheese, great value on sale, mac and cheese. Lunch was another packet of rice and some of this clearance seasoned fajita meat.
Nice.
I go ahead and write the description on top just in case the wrappers come off.
Always smart.
Some of that 90-second white rice and then a pack of that, or a can of that fajita seasoned beef. It's pretty zesty.
I went down to Walmart this morning just to go do my little clearance aisle check. I found some olive oils on sale. They had about 5 or 6 different types, but they were anywhere from $5 to $10 a bottle. So I went and scooped up about $20 worth of olive oil, and I got a couple of frozen turkeys. Yeah, that's the good stuff right there, man.
Keep it away from the light so it doesn't turn rancid on you.
Yep, I keep mine in the cupboard. And I went down and I did my normal weekly meat haul. I did it a little early at my secret spot that I go to that I can't say on YouTube.
We don't have anybody watching. It's just us.
I know, but
For the record. I mean, we won't show anybody.
yeah.
You don't even have to further describe it.
Well, my wife's a chef. You guys know that, and I got no problem saying that. But so I get it through the distributor.
I didn't know that, but that's cool.
Yeah, my wife's a chef, so I get my meat at wholesale price.
There you go. One of the big food service people or somebody local?
Yeah, like they're not supposed to sell to us, but they can. But it's like frowned upon. But he does it for me. We just make sure that we make him look. Yeah, we just make sure that the restaurant pumps out enough volume so that he looks good on paper, and then he invoices us separately for whatever we purchase.
Even if you were buying a bunch, quite a bit for a household, I don't think that one person could buy enough to like make that look bad.
Yeah, they just don't mind doing it because it ties up man hours and stuff like that on their end, and it's a loss of money for the distributor. But it's like you're already coming out here to drop off $5,000 to $10,000 worth of meat. It's not going to hurt you to put an extra $50 to $100 worth of stuff in,
right?
And find it off the pallet. Because our guy that delivers is really good. He helps the girls break down the pallets and put the meat away and stuff like that. So.
You help me knead the cheese. We got somebody watching. I don't know if that's you with YouTube pulled up too, or if that's
no. I don't have YouTube. I don't have YouTube pulled up, but it may drop me out. It may not. I had to come right back out and do a text message.
You just stay here. It's fine. I'm not even gonna try and mess with the like, share, comment stuff. Doing it on mobile is trickier than doing it on PC. Mac and cheese. Rebel Spirit in the house. I guess I can go ahead and tell you because it's the first somewhere now, right? It's close enough to midnight East Coast. So starting tomorrow through the end of the year, if you buy a Walther PDP that doesn't come factory equipped with an optic, you get a free CNH duty optic and the adapter plate. That's CNH's acro footprint, acro style dot. Like a $350 value. I think that's the first time I have ever poured macaroni and missed the pot. Oh well. Oh no, he's stuck at work. You keep him safe, Rebel. That could 10 minutes, yeah, 10 to 13 minutes. Good cheese. You like that? Okay, Justin's muted. I was wondering if he was gone or if he was muted. He's just muted. They do their own plates, but this is like a collaboration with CNH. CNH includes their own acro plate because I say it's acro footprint. It's different. I think it will mount on it. I got it backwards. An acro will mount on their plate, but their gun won't mount on a regular acro plate. So that's why they're including the CNH adapter plate too. Which you would like better. The CNH plates use a T-nut, so you get more thread engagement, and it's steel on steel, rather than steel screws into aluminum adapter plate, like a lot of the MOS and other like pattern mounts or whatever. I wish I had a wooden spoon so these noodles don't boil over. Yeah, it's a pretty good deal. It's like a $350 value for free 99. I think some other brands are going to have some rebates before long. That's as much as I can say on that, though. Well, I guess they have already sent some of the promotional materials. Maybe I'm talking about it. Yeah. So if you're a Springfield fiend, aka HS product imported by Springfield, they're doing some new gear pack thing. It's supposed to run like indefinite, like a to be determined on the date, where you get the extra stuff. Kind of like they do their gear up sales events where they throw the extra mags and stuff in. They're supposed to be doing that. Still not making that lighting any better. Anywho.
Sorry, I had to go get a couple of White Claws.
You're good. I've never had a White Claw.
Well, my neighbor gave me a couple of boxes of White Claws for you know, for being around basically, because we had a little bit of a scary day yesterday. I told you about that. So he came over. He came over with a couple boxes of White Claws and was like, "Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate everything and stuff like that." I was like, "Dude, not a problem."
Give you a little bit of the shakes.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
hey, this is for you.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. The man-sized bottle.
Just about done.
You know what I like? I like to get a little bit of white vinegar, put it in there to wash off the sidewalls. There you go. That's the only way to buy it, man. You got to get the man size.
You've heard of Sriracha.
I just hate how expensive they've got. They've gotten really expensive, man.
Have you had Sotaracha?
No, I have not.
Sriracha is for your food. Sotaracha is for your fuse.
Oh. Dude, I got so many, I've gotten was it 50-30?
Yeah. 5W30 in the red lithium grease. You just mix it till you get kind of that
consistency.
That honey consistency. Yeah, kind of consistency of honey.
I've gotten so many like my buddy gives me like a half a bottle and was like, yeah, dude, try this stuff out, Then I buy a
Yeah,
bottle that's on sale, and now I've got enough lube and cleaning product to last me fucking forever.
you just got to be careful and not mix some products because some stuff doesn't play well with other products.
Yeah,
You know, kind of like you don't mix engine oil. Same idea.
yeah. I'm just, but I'm also not very nice with my stuff. There's been a time or two where I grab a bottle of brake clean. And I'm just like and get the air compressor and blow it off. you know, I'm not a very model example of how you should properly be cleaning your stuff.
Grit and
And
Grace in the
I,
house. Hello.
especially now that I've been doing a lot of off body carry, every couple of days I'll just get the air compressor, open it up, and blow it off with the air compressor as I
We're
get
making
plenty and
mac and
stuff.
cheese. It was Walmart clearance mac and cheese for $1.47.
Oh, dollar
I
forty.
got
You got that for $1.50? That's a really good price, dude.
yeah, they had it on the end cap. I
That's a
was like,
really good
I'll make
price.
fancy box mac and cheese for me. So
They got
save the
their
regular frozen cheese for
Yeah, they got their what is it, like their truffle flavored one is really good.
yeah. I've had some of those artisan ones before, but I can't on the
Yeah.
top of my head tell you which one I've tried before.
I got a few of them from the Aldi's when they were on clearance one time. That's all I had them.
You know, Trader Joe's and Aldi are in the U.S. not affiliated, but the difference is in Europe. It's Aldi Nord and Aldi Sul. Like it's two halves of the same original company.
Yeah, I heard something about that. I heard something about that.
The
I've
two
also
sons of the
heard.
founder.
Yeah, have you heard the story about the founder of Aldi's Sue though?
Yeah,
That he wasn't quite the role model for the world.
one brother wanted to sell alcohol and cigarettes, and the other one didn't, so they split up.
Yeah. Also heard one wanted to go with a certain party that was very prevalent during the Second World War, and the other one kind of didn't.
No trick or treaters yet. Got the light off, except for the kitchen light. But there were folks in the neighborhood when I came pulling up a while ago.
We did like a
We'll probably
little.
get one or two persistent ones.
We had like a little like community. They set it up on Facebook and was like, like, hey, let's all agree that we're gonna do something in the community, and it'll be just the community folks. Like, there'll be some security floating around, basically type of deal, and we'll keep it civil. It'll be a couple hours. Let the kids, have pizza and candy, and then we'll all call it a night. So that's what we did.
Yeah. Yeah, he went to go do grandma's neighborhoods,
Yeah.
help give out candy there. That's as much as I'll say about that. All Hallows Eve.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I came out this morning to water the stuff on my balcony,
Yeah,
and I'm starting to see little red bulbs coming out of the dirt from my radishes, so they must be getting big. Can't wait! I
nice.
can't wait to pickle those up. I'll mess up some pickled radishes, man, or save a few for a taco night or something.
Like street tacos.
Yeah, make like how some of like the Mexican style when they put radish and stuff on the side.
Yeah, cilantro.
Yeah,
I'll
I
tell you,
used
I'm
to.
extremely white. So I'm not going to make anything like that. I love eating it when somebody else makes it, especially when those little street tacos are like $1 at like dollar taco night.
Oh man,
I'd be
so
happy to
good.
go smack down 6 of those.
It's surprising because I never used to like cilantro. It used to just taste like soap to me, but now I can eat it. So
Hmm. So does it? That's like a like a gene mutation thing. So does it still taste like
Yeah,
soap, and you've just grown acquainted with the flavor of
I
soap,
I'm not
or
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Maybe it's just because like now I'm putting a lot of lime and I'm actually putting the salt with it and stuff, so I'm not tasting it as more prevalently. But I mean, I can tell that like my daughter, she definitely has that soap gene. She's tasting soap. She will not touch it with a 5 foot pole.
yeah? Hmm.
But in my young, in high school and stuff, when I was taking Spanish and everything like that, I wasn't that good at it. So I used to bring in like my little butane stove, and I would do like a cooking demonstration and write all the ingredients on the whiteboard in Spanish, and that's how I kept my grade up. And just doing the most, trying to keep my grade up. And that was when I found out that I don't like cilantro, but now I can eat it. But
I like
God knows how many years ago was that? Jeez.
20.
Almost. Just about. Shit.
You've been out of school a long time.
I know. Time flies, man.
Were you having fun?
I mean, I didn't have one of those high school experiences where like it was like the time of their lives thing. Like I was just trying to get through. I knew halfway through what my plan of life was going to be. That I was going to join the Navy and shit. So I was just like trying to get through with it. I didn't like how I
You're in the
didn't like how
Navy?
yeah I didn't like how people acted. I didn't like I didn't like I grew up in a really small town in a really small area where everybody's family knows each other and shit. And, you know, I wasn't a
Isn't
big
all of
fighter.
Hawaii really small?
Yeah, I wasn't a very
Small.
confrontational person. And a lot of people were very confrontational. So I was just like, like, fuck it.
So how am I just now finding out that you're in the Navy?
It was only for a little while.
Okay. Is it is it a subject I should broach over, or can we like
No,
delve
I
into
mean,
that?
no, it was, I did just under my 4 years and got out. I didn't do nothing crazy. That car accident I was telling you about when I broke my femur and shit. That was when
Yeah.
I was in the Navy and I was on leave when I did that, and then they let me go
Mm.
because I wasn't of use to them anymore. I broke my femur, I broke my collarbone, fucking rolled the car a bunch of times. They were like, "Yeah, dude, like you're." Obama had just taken office. They were like, "Yeah, dude, we don't really have a use for you, bro." I was like, "All right, well, let me
Gives
go."
me gives me an idea of about how old you are then, because I was in senior high school when Obama took office.
Yeah, then that's right when I joined. Yeah, so about the same age. I was in boot camp when he took office, and the first thing he wanted to do was cut the military down. So when I got hurt, they were like, "Yeah, bro, like, you want to get out the military because we don't really have a use for you." I was like, my mom had cancer and shit at the time. I was like, "Fuck yeah, let me go. I'm broken anyway. Let me go."
So if things had gone different, would you think you just stayed in? Like would you have done your 20 plus and made a
If
career
if
of it?
if I could go back and tell myself that your mom's gonna be okay, that like this is the best thing for you and everything like that, I probably would have did. I probably would have did at least more than one contract, especially knowing that like none of the boats got hit or anything. Like I'd have just been like, yeah, bro, like go sit your ass on the boat or go sit at the military base and chill, and go do 8 or 12 years and not have to and get a free check every month. After you
So
hurry out.
speaking of the boats not getting hit, so anytime that a ship's underway, are you drawing like hazard pay, or do you have to be in a theater? Like how
Nope.
do they determine that?
If you're underway,
The Navy.
well, I know back in that time, if you were underway, you were getting extra pay because
Okay.
we were at war technically.
I didn't
So
know
even
how
if,
how the Navy did that. So I know the Army, you
yeah,
have to be like in a theater of war, like
Yeah.
Just
Well,
because
you
you
would
got
get.
quarters drawn up and you're doing
Well,
something.
you would. There was multiple things. You could get like, and a lot of it depended on what your job was. So, like, if you were underway, you were getting C pay. You were getting a little bit extra because you're away from home and shit. And depending
Yeah,
on what exactly your job was, you might be getting a couple of extra things on top of that.
you might get the hazard pay and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It might get increased a little more and then a little more. Like I knew one girl that if she was on the aircraft carrier and the thing pulled out of port, she was making stupid money, freaking stupid money. But it's because she worked with flight ops, and the flights are gonna start and stop no matter what. Like they're gonna go. They're gonna be running sorties the whole fucking time.
A friend
Oh,
did 2 hitches on a nuclear sub.
if you're on a sub and that sub dives, you're making money. Like there's no doubt about that. I know.
I
I know
think
a
every
bunch.
time they pulled out of the harbor, they stayed under, except for once in a while they come up for like, they stop in port somewhere to like replenish their fuel, and
Yep.
well, I guess it didn't have to be fuel because they were nuclear, but you know what I mean. Um,
Yeah, like they
I'm
still need
sure. I'm
food.
sure not
Yeah, they still need
everything
food.
runs off the nuke. They still have
Yeah,
fuel for some stuff.
some summer rings really do try not to refuel, like do anything underway. Like they do have the capability to sling food across and shit like that. Like they can do it, but it's the risk is not worth it. It's better for them to pull into a port and just stock up and then head out.
And I think that's what they would do. Like if they did, because they'd be gone. I don't remember the duration. More
Oh,
than
they
6 months round trip for sure. But when they would head out, they would come up at some point for fresh produce and stuff.
and dive.
Yeah.
I know some guys that do some pretty important things on submarines. Well, they used to at least, and they've told me that they've been down for a long fucking time,
Yeah.
a lot, a long
I know.
time.
I know that. I know that they all know on those vessels that if they did have to launch, they're all gone because, like, I guess the math's been done, and those ships are old enough. Those vessels are old enough that the hull won't hold if they launch.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
So
I'm I'm sure there. I'm
I
sure
think
there's
they
some,
pay them a little more for that understanding.
but that's why those ones that are older, I'll be like, I've heard that they don't run at full capacity. Well, even our new ones that can hold, like our strategic stuff, they don't hold everything that they can. They're still short like five. And like I've heard stories about them, filling up tubes with extra food and snacks and shit, like because one of my buddies said that like they would fill up tubes with snacks and personal belongings and shit like that if they when they would go do certain testing, and they knew that they'd be gone for a long time because comforts are comforts.
Well, and that stuff starts to turn into barter items because there's, like even if you're down to rollers and sliders, if there's some dude that you know would rather have like a Reese's or whatever, like you can trade that for a hot dog or something.
Yeah, I mean that's just real no matter where you go. Even though I
It's just
will
like
tell you
a
this,
prison
the
economy.
guys on subs, man, they're treated really 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 well because they're
Yeah, he
like
acted
they
like
have
they
to.
eat good.
Yeah, they do, and because they have to stay in shape. Morale. Well, the way that the Navy in general treats food is that it's a morale thing, which is true in every part of the military. But the Navy is really good about it because, like, if you're stuck on a ship or you're stuck in a submarine, like, you need to fucking keep morale up. It's not like you can go out and
Especially
go
on
take
these
a
subs when you're
walk.
stuck
You know,
underground.
like
Yeah,
like even if you're
you're
on an
not going out
aircraft
on the
carrier,
deck.
you can't just go out on the deck and go get some fresh air. It's
Yep.
not an option. I've gone days where I haven't seen the fucking sunlight, and it'll drive you mad. You don't
So
know what fucking day it is.
you must have done something under the water line.
No, I was a military cop,
Oh,
but I was young and I was a plebe, so it doesn't mean that I was able to go up and go exploring. I had my area, and if I didn't see the fucking sunlight for a few days, It sucks to suck.
You weren't popular with the other guys then, were you?
No, I'm not a social person. I'm just not. Like, I mean, I may seem like it a little bit more on YouTube, but it's because it's fucking YouTube. Like, who cares? Like, I've known you guys for years. Like, I can talk to you guys, but it takes a long time for me to get like that. You know, getting stuck with, you know, a few thousand other random people from all over the fucking country. Like, I'm just, you know, unless I'm sitting at a bar or something, I'm just not social. I didn't grow up the social little butterfly.
So how many MPs are there on a average good size naval ship? Like
Not a lot. Not a lot.
that's a guy's full time job.
I don't know if I'm
Okay.
comfortable. I don't know if I'm comfortable saying how many, but it's not a lot. And every
Well, I
single
mean,
fucking sailor knows who you are. Every single because you're the
mhm.
cop. Every single fucking
Right.
sailor knows who you are. And guess what? You're not liked. You're tolerated but not liked.
I figure it was probably like a couple per shift kind of thing.
Yeah. Like we would,
Because you
we would
really
do our
only needed
12s.
for like,
We would do, we would do our 12s and then we'd get a couple days off, and go back on our 12s. But I mean, there's like certain, like a DDG might have a couple officers that, are like considered the top of the top who will fucking, lock you up in the brig and shit, and then maybe have a couple of MPs on board, and that's it. But they're not big. They might have a couple, they might have a few hundred people on it. So
I guess you're primarily there to just stop mutinies and stuff, right?
yeah, and like to make sure, like when we do port calls, to make sure, because there would be like people that have gotten into trouble while you're underway and shit. So they'd be like the ones like checking IDs and shit when you come on board at port calls and stuff like that. And we just kind of watch and make sure that they're doing their fucking job. You know, a lot of the Navy guys, they might end up shore based at a naval installation, overseeing what's going on at the at the front gate, doing roving patrols, whatever have you. My brother-in-law, because I had my brother-in-law kind of follow my footsteps. He did the nuclear submarine yard, which required him to walk around with full gear all day, every day, which really fucked him up. Having to carry machine gun, fucking plates, sidearm, ammo, and being on foot, that that beat his body up. I mean, I would like to say I'm sorry about that, but I'm not. Like, you wanted to marry my little sister, you're gonna do some shit with
Mhm.
your life. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not gonna let you freaking suck the government's tit. Like, you're gonna
I
make
thought the
something
Marines
out of
were there for
yourself.
those installations.
Well, no, they did. And what's funny about the one that he was at, like, so basically the Navy guys were like the supervisors, and the Marines were like the regular hourly employees.
Huh. I thought that's what the Marine security forces did.
Yeah, but they still got Navy guys in charge. They still got Navy military cops out there. So it's how they say my ass rides in Navy gear, right? So it was like the Navy guys are kind of like the supervisors, and the Marine guys were kind of like the hourly employee. I'm not saying that they were the boss, but they didn't get the shit end of the stick as much as the Marine guys did, because those Marine guys would get the shit end of the stick quite often. But from what I hear, that's probably why every time I go to make a purchase, I get a small delay. And I was told
Hmm.
that's the reason why, is because of the things that I've done.
Yeah, I don't know it to be fact, but the lore that I inherited was that if you've had any sort of security clearance, you know, secret or
Yeah,
top secret
yeah. Then
or
that's
higher,
that's the that's the cause for the delay. That's what I've heard as well.
because the next examiner on the other end doing your background check, like they've got to have equal or higher clearance to investigate you. As I
Oh,
understand it, if you've had that security clearance, you have like a perpetual open file on you, at least for X number of years past your separation date.
yeah.
So that's what I have heard.
I mean, that makes sense, though. I mean,
And it's always like, I'm not superstitious, but like it never fails. Somebody sits down and be like, oh, I'll be quick. I'm in the military. It's like,
it's like,
oh, you just jinxed yourself.
it's like, nah, dude, you might have to be coming back tomorrow morning, bro.
Of course, there are people that are like, hell, sometimes even like the cops and stuff. Some of those guys, they'll be
Well, a
like,
lot of
oh,
cops
I've
are
already done it.
ex-military too. A
That
lot of
too.
law
So
enforcement
like
is
your guys,
ex-military.
any of those guys that have ever been fingerprinted and entered into, what is it?
The FBI database.
Yeah, I was trying to think the acronym for it. But anyways, yeah, anybody that's ever been put into that for something, like they've got, I guess when they were creating that, no one had the idea to like differentiate why you're in there, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that
That's
makes
why you
sense then.
initially got put in there. You would
Oh,
think
that
that there
makes
would be like a
sense.
filter.
Yeah, that really makes sense. Like these are the good guys. These are the bad actors. Because like when I joined, like they when you join the military, like they take your fingerprints and everything, and they scan your palm. They take fucking DNA. They take all that shit from you. So it's forever gonna be in the database. Like there's no way to get around it. Like
Mm-hmm.
so that makes sense. Though I never thought about it like that. That makes a lot of sense.
That's just my understanding. I'm not saying that that's gospel, but
I'm not saying it is either, but I mean it makes a hell of a lot of sense.
man, I know everybody's got stuff going on now, but I'm shocked that there's only like two people watching.
Say again.
I said, I know everybody's got stuff going on now, but I'm shocked that there's only like two people watching. Of course,
I'm not.
you draw fewer viewers when you have your camera off, but
Yeah.
that's why
Well, it.
I'm talking about
Well,
this face
well,
review.
if
I
you
wish
well
you'd
if you
show it.
turn it on like every like 30 seconds when people are scrolling, it'll show like the last you know like minute or whatever. So it might catch your face if you turn it on every once in a while.
There's my face. I'm gonna eat my second bowl of mac and cheese. You keep talking.
Hey, it's a holiday, man. We all deserve to indulge every once in a while. Ugh. But I will tell you this: I found out that my night vision, in a moment of wanting it to work, it works. But I did discuss with my wife about me wanting thermal. I want thermal. Like being put in a position where it's dark and you want to be able to see, I want thermal. And uh, I don't know if it's in the cards right now because I know I'm probably not going to be working for a hot minute. But Grace is out there enjoying the fire. We're animals.
Yeah, I saw where she said she's still here. Yeah,
Yeah, you pinned it.
if I were holding still and they were moving, I would rather have thermal. If I'm moving, if I'm maneuvering, I would rather have night vision. But
And that's where I need to get. I do have somebody that I know has that really high end stuff that I could go out and go play with some stuff and pray to God that I don't break anything while I'm playing with it because then I'll owe him my left nut. But I need to play with it and see how it is. It's all very expensive. So, but
those Rattler V2s, I've been really impressed with those. We've sold, I don't know, 5 or 6 units in the last 5 months. Couple of the different lower end models in that product line, and
yeah,
nobody's been mad about it. So they seem to work as advertised. Of course, most of the guys want one. Inevitably, the question comes up: well, how far can I shoot this thing? And it's like, well,
yeah,
unlike a regular, like a regular scope, you've got to see it to shoot it. But unlike a regular scope, are you wanting to like just perceive the heat blur, or you want to like you want me to say the distance that you have high definition and you can make out like that's a coyote, not the neighbor's dog, or like you want to make sure that it's Definitely a
Yeah,
feral hog, and
and that's where
somebody
it's the pay
sharing
to play,
ponies or
man.
something.
Yeah, and that's the pay to play aspect of it, which is it's a
Yeah,
lot of it's if there's anything that's literally a buy once and cry once, it's something starting to talk about that. Like I've gone through a handful of, budget builds that I have taken down to my local and traded in and, got better shit and, made my way up the line that way. But like that's one thing that's like you gotta kind of buy once and cry once. And it's a big fucking pill to swallow.
it seems like a pretty nice product. And these have both been under 1,000,
Oh, really?
like 88.90 for the cheapest one, and then like 970 or so for the next step up.
That's not bad at all, man. I mean,
And if it'll let you make out a hog at 200-300 yards, it'll let you make out a person. I mean, because
yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
and
unless
where
you
I
legitimately have Sasquatch where you're at, like the only thing walking around on two legs that's warm is going to be another person.
yeah, 200 to 300 yards is more than enough for where I live. Like 200 to 300 yards is freaking great. That's why I'm still learning. I'm haven't been dedicating enough time on the LPVO because like it's just not something I need. All I need is a fucking dot, and I'm good.
I'm
Or
sorry
I'm
if I'm raping everyone's ears rinsing this bowl out, but I'd rather do it now before it gets dry and crusty.
oh yeah, you don't want to be scrubbing that shit later. But I mean, and the very first time I ever tried an LPVO, out in the woods and shit, do you remember that? I bought myself in the eye and I gave myself quite the shiner.
So did you not get to play with any of the mods and stuff in the Navy? Or was that like
It
the
wasn't,
overlap of
no, I didn't. I mean, I could have if I really wanted to, I'm sure, but like I'd never grew up like a Pew guy. I only got into this shit during COVID.
yeah, but I mean I would have thought that while you were there in that MOS, like at least at the schoolhouse, whether you got issued any of it on a vessel
No,
or not, I would have thought
no.
that there would have been some.
No, we never did like night shoots or like, like shoot house or anything like that. Like there was more of a like this is your job. Here's what's expected of you. You know, here's a little bit of fucking how not to get the military in trouble by breaking a crazy law. Here's where you can grab somebody by the neck and arrest them, and here's when you can't. You know, it's just more of a don't get the Navy sued, and here you go. Get out to the fleet and go. It wasn't anything crazy.
So no disrespect, but basically you were Barney Fife on a boat.
No, no, we were
Like,
glorified
like here's
security
your
guards.
one bullet.
Yeah, we were just glorified security guards. Like, oh, we
You
were.
shoot this thing in the air and grill them come running.
Like somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing. There'll be a redneck that pops up and gets your back. Don't worry about it.
You've
You
heard
know.
Clint Smith that owns Thunder Ranch, or did own Thunder Ranch. He and his wife, I think, sold off the. They're still living on the. No, they just moved off premises. They're still participating in teaching. He's not completely retired yet, but they've sold off the name to the business and everything. But anyways, Clint Smith was the first guy that Colonel Jeff Cooper hired to be his right hand man out there at Gunsight
Oh yeah,
back in the day.
yeah.
And then Clint went on to found Thunder Ranch out in Texas, and then they moved up into the Pacific Northwest and have been out there for 20 years. And he's Vietnam era Marine, and his wife's like 20 something years younger than him, like Smoke Show, or was when they got married, 28, 30 years ago, something like that, 35 years ago, however long.
Uh huh.
Anyway, he tells a story about his first night in Vietnam, because he ended up deployed as a replacement. I forget what year exactly. Yeah, everybody should go look it up. He's got the whole story up on his YouTube channel, but it's worth going and listening to. But to surmise, they're out on his first patrol, like second day in country or whatever.
Uh huh.
Um, and it's his turn to be on fire watch, and they're standing over the edge of this this area that had been firebombed the day before. So like it looks like in my mind's eyes, he described it. It looks like the scene from The Lion King, where like the hyenas live. Like it's
The
just all
boneyard? Yeah, the boneyard?
yeah, it's all dead and dark, and everything's charred or whatever. And he's sitting there, and it's like every second or third guy's on fire watch. I guess and they rotate or whatever. But he wakes the dude up and says, "Hey, I hear something." And the guy's like, "No, you're not." And like tells him to go to sleep or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I hear something." And then finally, like the third time that they blow him off, he hucks his hand grenade off into the wood, off into the clearing in front of him, or whatever. And when that hand grenade goes off, everybody comes alive and just mag dumps all the shit they've got. And then
like,
when they
fuck you
stop
guys
shooting,
already. I'm throwing my grenade.
yeah. When they stop shooting, he said some gunnery sergeant comes down like, "Who the fuck threw that hand grenade?" And he just tucked the ring back down in his blouse. He said, and that was the moment that I got all of my tax dollars from my entire life back in about 90 seconds.
I got all my tax dollars back in 90 seconds. That shit's hilarious. But like
He said
that,
the
that
crazy thing
reminds
is the next morning when the sun came up, they double arm interval just cleared that field and there was nothing dead. So they just shot all. I mean, they probably killed some bird or something. Well, it wouldn't have been a bird because the trees were all gone.
they just flattened the grass and the trees in that area, and that was it. But that reminds so like one cool thing that I did while I was out there, I was on an aircraft carrier, was that so guys that didn't quite pass their shooting qualifications in boot camp, we would go out on the deck and we would give them an opportunity to requal their shoots.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something that we handled a lot of because we were familiar with going to the armory, checking out our weapon and everything like that every day. So we did a lot of that. And there was a lot of that meme that was floating around, what was it, a year ago, where the fucking officer was standing on the deck of the aircraft carrier and the fucking scope was on backwards and shit.
Yeah,
That was the motherfucking
backwards.
Navy. That was the fucking Navy for you, bro. And these guys could, and I grew up, I grew up in Hawaii. We didn't have fucking 2A. But I did a police program when I was in high school, so they would take us shooting and shit. So I knew how firearm worked and I knew how to shoot. I just wasn't well versed in it. But freaking, I would shoot. I've shot maybe 10 times in my life before I joined the Navy, and I left boot camp fucking middle grade. I'm a little fuck. I got my little blue fucking. I got my shit. And people, you walk around in this on your uniform, and it's like, oh, where'd you? Oh, wait, you grew up in Hawaii? They don't even have guns out there. It's like, yeah, well, then how'd you qualify that? It's like, it's not hard to shoot a gun, bro. It's not fucking hard.
No,
And
especially you've been instructed.
Yeah, and that's why my wife does get nervous, because I take my 3-year old out. He has the little bolt action 22, so it's only one round at a time. And I let him get out there and I let him plink around, and it's just freaking just being smart about shit, and it's not hard. I'm actually starting to get worried. This fucking kid's shaping up to be a pretty damn good shot. He might be better than I am. Shit.
As long as he has not had caffeine yet.
Oh no, yeah, I do it when he's nodding off and shit in the side by side out at the farm. Then I'll pull over and I'll be like, light blue, and then he'll go light blue because that's the color of his 22 is light blue. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I talked about it the other night. I was talking about it on Discord in somebody's chat. I was like, I have everything color coded. So if I tell my wife, I'm like, yo, go get a set of green. She knows to open up the gun locker and be like, okay, this is green, this is green, this is green, this is green.
Yeah, you said that you dummy colored or dummy
Yep,
colored everything.
Yep. It's like, okay, green, 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 green. Okay, bring it out. Green mag, green, gun with green
She's
paint,
can't
with
screw it
green
up.
paint pen on. I just paint pen the shit. It's like
Green Gray said color coding, great idea.
I mean, it's especially when because like I do the Glock shit, and not everything with Glock fits with everything that's Glock, but a lot of it is interchangeable. So I just go like maybe you're green, blue, and orange, and you work, and then if it works with another one, then that gets the same color designation. So some things have multiple colors on them, but as long as the colors all fucking match up, it'll work.
Yeah.
Because that's not my wife's job, is to know how to take strip and build a fucking firearm. That's not her job. Her job is to go to work every day and fucking pay the rent. That's her job.
Cook those
You know,
meals.
my job is to fucking when there's a hurricane rolling in, and she's like, "Oh, do you need a couple $100 to go like stock up on shit?" I go, "Yeah, give me that couple $100," and then me not even have to go out. And then when everything's all said and done, then I go out and go spend that couple $100 because I don't need to go fight stupid because we have everything we need. Then when everybody's doing all their returns and Walmart's already fully stocked and shit's on sale, then I'll go take that $200 down to Walmart and I'll go get shit on sale. And then I'll add it to the stockpile.
Yep.
It's like
My
that's
store is pushing the instant potatoes. They had a price increase on those back about 6, 7 months ago. They went up from $1.24 or something
yeah.
to like $1.47,
Yeah,
$1.60 something. I don't remember.
pushing a buck 50, buck 60.
Yeah, and that's not a huge increase, but if you're trying to buy 5 or 8 of them at a time, it
Yeah,
adds
now
up.
now you're looking at an actual amount. Yeah, I agree.
And I
Especially
guess maybe now at least in my area, they've realized like, oops, because now they've got them on rollback for like $1.25 or 26 or something or whatever.
well, and that's why like I'm not a big guy that I don't stock up on soups because that's not something that I
Yeah, I'm
really.
with you.
Because and it's mostly because where I live is hot, is humid. Like I get the kneading soups, but I also have powders that I can make any soup base that I want. Like if I need something that tastes like tomato, I can use my dry powders and make something that tastes like tomato. I have that ability. But when I see, a flat on sale on Amazon, I post it to the hot deals tab. I'm like, yo,
Hmm.
these things are at 50 cents. Like, you fucking grab them because you know as well as I do, because you go shopping every week. Like, finding a can of soup at those are pre-COVID prices. So if I see anything at a pre-COVID price, to me, that's a fucking deal. When I see the corn and the green beans on sale during the holidays at Walmart for 50 cents, because that's not normal anymore. It's not.
Yeah. Nope.
It's
Yeah, I
not.
noticed. I was perusing the beans too, and I noticed that even like the store brand like cans of different beans,
Uh-huh.
they were like 68 cents, and now they're like maybe they were even less than 68 cents back 6, 8 months ago. But now
Yeah. What I have to
they're pushing $1. They're close to $1.
What
They're
I
like
have to
92
turn you
cents or
on
something.
to is that, so if you just shop at Walmart, what I have to turn you on to is that they have two number 10 cans normally at most Walmarts across North America. They're going to be green beans, and they're going to be they have green beans in a number 10 can that are not bad price. They're probably $7 for a number 10 can. But when you break down the math, you're like, "Oh, I still get two free smaller size ones." But what I do
Yeah.
with all my number 10 cans is when I open them up, I use what I use. Then I take a couple mason jars. Like I use cheap ones that I got from a Dollar Tree back when they were actually a Dollar Tree. And, I just
Hmm.
put them in the jar, twist the top on, and leave them in the fridge. It's not like I'm trying to make them shelf stable or anything. And then, during the week when I'm like, oh, I need a vegetable for dinner tonight, I just go to one of those and I grab out, vegetable. But at least I'm lucky enough to where, I buy my tomato sauce, I buy all my beans. I buy all that shit in number 10 cans. But Walmart's got I can't buy green beans in a number 10 can. But if I could, he told me the price is still the same amount as Walmart.
Well, I don't have the money or the space to buy the whole flats like Muffin Top preaches. So that's why,
Oh,
like, I just,
well,
if
that's
I
why I
catch
like
something
the
on sale, yeah,
that's why I like the number 10 cans is because, lawfully, like I told you, like, yeah, everybody knows about the farm and shit, but I don't live at the farm full time. I live in an apartment. I live in an apartment. I live in a two bedroom apartment.
and I'm
That's
just
where I'm
trying.
at. That's where I'm at all the time. And, you know, like, yeah, like my kids are younger than what you're dealing with, but so it's a little bit easier, but it's freaking like you can make it happen, brother. You can make it happen. And I understand about space and stuff, but even if say next time that you're like, oh, I'm gonna get 3 extra cans of green beans. If you think about getting 3 extra cans, spend the extra 50 cents and get the number 10 can. Because that number 10 can is really easy to stash away somewhere. Really, really
That,
easy.
yeah, I understand that. My thing is also the portion control. Like, I know I'm paying more for a given quantity buying like the regular size cans,
Uh-huh.
but that's about what we can eat in one meal. And
Uh-huh.
I can mono meal. Like, I can have a lunch and just open a can or two and like bam,
Yeah.
and then figure out dinner later.
I guess that's where we're a little bit different as people. Like,
And I know it. Well,
like I'm like,
I don't have as many mouths to feed as you do too, as part of it. But
well, I mean,
um,
technically,
I know
well, I
if an
mean,
event happened, I wouldn't get as much pushback. But right now, during normal times, while everybody's lazy and comfortable, I have a hard time getting everybody vegetables, let
yeah.
alone all
Oh,
the different variety of vegetables. But I stock the variety of vegetables for nutritional reasons. So, like, if anything happens, we're going to eat a variety of stuff so that everybody doesn't get bored on their one vegetable that they like.
yeah, that's true. That's very true. It
And
and
I'm the
it's
same way.
it's fucking
I don't
hard,
buy a
man.
lot of soup. I keep some of the condensed soups around as a base,
Yep.
and I've got more tomato, like petite tomato diced, and the tomato paste than I normally use. Because if we did have to come down to making soups, then that goes a long ways.
Yeah.
And I really have gotten to where for the money and the space that it occupies, the paste is a better buy.
No, paste really is because you can purify water. To be able to purify
Yeah.
water doesn't take any space
Yep.
at all. So
And you can
to
cut
be
it
able
with
to
like
dilute
chicken
it
broth or beef broth or whatever and
exactly.
make up
Or
what you
even
could
if you
do.
don't cut it as hard, but you use regular H2O that you purified out of something that's a tablet the size of a quarter of your fingernail, like we can make water good to go. So it's and I've been kind of slacking on that too, but it's because I right now, well at least for the last year, I've been getting tomato sauce for a number 10 can. I've been paying $3, so I'm not buying paste. I'm just stacking fucking number 10 cans of tomato product because it's fucking $3. Why not?
Grace Haskell awfully will flat slide into the bed. They would, but that's where the ammo cans and the seasonal clothes go. Um, and she said tomato paste is great. You can make all kinds of things. Yep. And then the cans are smaller. I hadn't dabbled in tomato powder and trying to reconstitute that, but the tomato
You
paste.
can
I
you
think
can
I
make
think the
you
next
can
time that
make
I
I'll post up the video on what I watched on how I made all my soup bases dry, and you'd be surprised at how easy it is to obtain everything. But it's gonna be it's gonna be a like case by case basis, whether or not it tastes right to you, whether or not it works for you. Like there's a couple of things that I stock with just dry that I can constitute back into liquid that are more pricey than others. Like what is it? Like chicken bouillon. I can make chicken bouillon out of the stuff that I have, but that's gonna cost me a lot more money to make compared to something else.
man, that
It's
could be the moneymaker for Pat since he's got that dehydrator now.
dude,
He
like
really probably ought to be doing. He
he
got to
needs to be
dehydrate that
running
stuff
it.
and then pour it into mason jars and sell it
Yeah,
at like
he
the
needs to be
farmers
running
markets.
it. I mean, I've even thought about hitting him up a couple times, been like, "Hey, bro, like, have one of your kids, like, I'll freaking, I'll figure out, like, I'll buy shit just even from the local grocer and like have them run batches while it's not being in use. Like, I'll rent it while you're not using it because I have a buddy that has one, and like he even told me, Okay, like you can use it, but I'm gonna have to charge you something. Like, it's, if you want to use it for 2 days, it's gonna charge you something. I can't let you use it for free, which I understand,
Yeah.
but it's like, it's just one of those
They
things.
use
Like,
quite a bit of electricity.
yeah, and like if I had $5,000, no fucking problem. Like, I'd go buy one right now, and I would go back to work, and I would just, like, because that's how I was running the 3D printer. I was running freaking other things there overnight and stuff like that, and I was just sucking off my boss's electricity. I had the shit running all night. What you don't know don't hurt you, right? But like, freaking those things, man. And then you got to service the pumps, and you got to let them defrost. Like, fucking adds up. Mylar bags are, God. I have Mylar bags now, but I don't use them. But I got them on sale, so I have them. It's freaking anything that's gonna be that long term is a pay to play. It's really pay to play. And I know me personally, like I can't. I mean, I could, I can't see throwing $5,000 to $7,000 down on something that's gonna give me handfuls every few days, compared to fucking fixing a vehicle. Like, that don't make no fucking sense to me. I can't do that. I'd rather have another vehicle fucking in good operating order than being able to long term store food, a handful of food for, you know, every couple of days. Because the
Yeah.
vehicle will get somebody to fucking work. That food won't get me to work. It's 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 frustrating, but at
My,
least we have the knowledge. At least we have the fucking knowledge to. Because a lot of people out there are ignorant. They're fucking ignorant.
my single greatest obstacle right now, and it's my own fault, but my single greatest obstacle is just being underemployed. Like I just need to make more money, and that
And
probably means looking at a factory job. The problem is that the job I do is neither terribly physically hard nor um,
it's not your fault though, dude. Honestly, like
it's a
yes, you have the capability. I can tell from talking to you before. Do you have the capability to make more and do more? Guarantee, guarantee you do. Do I? Fuck, I think most people that have spoken to me for any amount of time is like, yeah, like you could make a lot more than staying at home. But it's like, but does it work for your lifestyle? What you do works for your lifestyle. What you do works for, it's something that's not making you want to fucking pull your hair out every single day, which is important. You know, you don't need to be out there fucking
well,
wanting to fucking kill yourself because your fucking job sucks dick. Like, it's,
you said it, I didn't.
it's freaking, and that's just important though. It really is, because I've been to the point where, before I had these two young ones, where I was working fucking over 80 hours a fucking week, and then I'd have my one day off where I just go out and I go party, fucking pass out, wake up the next day, do it all over again, and go buy a fucking go down to the pawn shop, go buy a pew pew every fucking week, and like, yeah, it was great, but it's like, it's not sustainable. You have to figure out where you're happy. Like, it's all the median, and it's hard because, like, for me, like, I never had a good example on to find the median and where to live life comfortably, be happy, fucking, like, show love to your fucking family, like, all that shit intertwines. I never had any of that shit, so I'm flying it by the whim of my pants, trying to figure it the hell out. And it's fucking crazy. It just shows how just dysfunctional my own thought process is. It's just trying to figure it all out. And I don't know if that's what you were getting at, but that's just what I'm saying.
It's just, I don't know. A decade ago when I took the job, it was a pretty substantial pay bump immediately, but then it's not kept up with it. So,
Yeah.
like not just the inflation and everything, the increase in groceries and stuff, just COVID, post COVID, but even just the general cost of living, just the
Well, and that was the
cost of
hard
utility bills.
conversation. Yeah, that was a hard conversation I had to have with my boss. Was like, I loved what I did and everything, and I was like, yo, like, I got two kids now. Like, if you want me to keep coming to work every day, like, guess what? I'm working for free. He goes, what do you mean you're working for free? Like, like, I understand, like, life's hard. I go, no, like, I literally, what you pay me every day is what I pay for childcare. So you need to figure out a way for me to want to keep coming to work. Figure out a way for me to want to keep coming to work, or I'm not going to keep coming to work.
Yeah,
And and I knew, saying it wasn't me being cocky or anything. That was me knowing, like, hey, maybe that this conversation might not go the way I wanted to.
that's always been my fear. Is
Is them being like, whoa, fuck, I can't afford to pay you anymore. Like,
yeah,
seriously,
I
don't let the
don't want
door
to
hit
go in
you on the
there
way
and
out. Like, don't let the door hit you in the
yeah,
ass on the way out. But it's like, and it wasn't a lot, but it was where he asked me, he goes, okay, so you're paying X amount a week in childcare? I go, yeah. I go, well, so here's my compromise that I thought about. I was like, how about I work like 12 hours a day minimum? Keep me busy. You keep the work coming in and keep me busy so it's justified. And now what I'll do, and then I'll work X amount of days, and then give me $100 in cash so I can give that to the babysitter and help offset my cost. And I got lucky enough for it to work. But then now that his kids both have kids, he's kind of pushing me to the side in favor of his kids, which I get. I completely
yeah.
get that. Because you know what? If I was him, I would do the same thing. Like, I would tell me, fuck you, Justin. Like, I got to take care of my kids and my grandkids. I would do the same thing. But it's bit him in the ass. And it's bit him in the ass. But, like, you gotta not be a shitty person, because karma, whether it be karma, higher power, God, whatever you want to call it, like, this shit's real. And if you're a fucking shitty person, things are gonna bite you in the ass.
Just sitting here looking, I thought of something. I still have yet to pull my pistol belt out and see if those S-Tech Kiwis for the Glock mags will retain. Nope, damn it. I should get different Kiwi inserts for the PDP mags if I want to swap holsters.
So have you made a decision if you're gonna get another PDP yet, or?
Well, if I do, it'll be a 3DP.
Yeah, I mean, shit. You might. I mean,
I have enough. I have enough.
I shot one, and I was like, it was like when I shot the P10C. I was like, ooh, like, Glock, you're not looking too pasty anymore. You're just not. But I just
Yeah,
own too many. I own too many Glock mags to go any other way. I'm stuck. But man, there's some good shit out there. There's some good shit
it
out
says
there.
that's
If
why
you
you
want.
need to go to be a member of a union. Great pay, free medical,
Oh,
dental,
I'm not gonna.
training.
Don't. I've been drinking. I'm not gonna start that conversation. I've been drinking. I'm not gonna do the union conversation.
Yeah, I
Like, my
I've
wife
got
works for a
dental,
union.
or not dental, but they gave me the option to pay for dental, but I've got full health care. That kind of got me because when like
Like,
a
like
year or
I'm.
so before the seizure started, before I got the epilepsy diagnosis, one year they were like, "We're adding to our health insurance, like your health insurance we pay. That'll be like your raise." And then ever since then, that's covered my insurance.
Wait, you get seizures?
Yeah,
Fuck, dude. Thank God you got
I don't know
medical,
why I
but
don't.
fuck. But like, as far
Yeah,
as unions go, like, I've worked for unions. I've been. I will. I have crane operator's license. I'm licensed in everything. Well, I am licensed in the tower crane too, but I refuse to do it. But I don't do it for a living. And like, I've been a part of several really big unions and shit in my life, and my wife works for a union, but I'm not a union friendly. It doesn't benefit me to be a part of a union because I'm not I'm not like one of these Gen Z kids. I'm not one of these, like I get fired off of the way I talk
Does
because I'm not gonna
vodka
I'm
have a shelf
well,
date?
it's because I'm not gonna ask you to do something that I wouldn't do, and I'll do it with you. And like if you want to be a little puss about it, like then you're gonna get cussed out while I'm helping you do it. And if you don't like it, don't come back to work tomorrow. Like you're making good fucking money. Shut up and do it. Look, your boss is doing it with you. Shut the fuck up and do it.
Yeah.
Like freaking don't make no damn sense. I let you go out there and go smoke pot on your lunch break. I let you fucking come back like shut the fuck up and do it.
You have been drinking, haven't you?
Man, it just fucking annoys me.
I'll join
Like,
you, although I don't know that 2 shots of vodka is going to do anything on top of a whole box of mac and cheese. But
well, it's just I mean, it's just that's
oh,
just
but
how I was raised. I was raised very crass like that, like where it's like you need to shut up and just do it, you know? And I'm like
what
that
up,
even
foot
with my
dog?
children, where I'm like, like do what you were told. Just shut up and do what you were told. Like I ask you to do something, don't tell me no. Don't like just go do it.
We got a fiend dog in the chat.
We got a wild fiend dog.
What's happening, everybody?
So are you the fiend dog that does the meat all the time, or are you the
Yeah,
other fiend dog? Because I know there's
I'm
two
the
of
fiend
you.
dog that does the meat. My brother's the other fiend dog.
Oh, okay.
I think
Let
I'm
me
in
guess.
trouble.
Let me guess. You're the younger one.
Yes.
Can't get the lighting right.
Oh fuck,
Hang
that
on.
hurts. Oh fuck, that hurts.
Turn the overhead light on. I think I'm in danger. I should have
You're the
read this
one.
before I
You're the
did
one
it.
that does. You're the one that does like the electrical shit, right?
It says not for fat people on here.
It says not for fat people.
Yeah, see the
do
little.
you identify
Oh wait,
as?
is that a pregnant woman? I think it's
Yeah,
a pregnant woman. I might be
yeah.
okay.
Well, as
Yeah,
long
I'm
as
the
you're
one
not
that
trying to nurse, as long as you're not trying to nurse out your titties later, you're fine.
I'm the one that's always
Mhm.
cooking everything.
Yeah, I always mix you two up. You and your brother always mix you guys up.
Steaks and pork loins. And,
So
Oh
wait,
yeah,
are you the one that does the like the construction shit, like electrical and
yeah,
stuff like that?
yeah. I'm the
Okay.
union electrician.
Oh, okay, yeah. So okay, go figure he taps you in right as soon as I'm fucking talking shit about a union. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like I
Hey,
got
That's
I
why
got no
Sparky.
he.
problem. I got no problem with unions, man. I've been a part of unions. My wife works for a great fucking union. It's just I can't work for a union because of my mouth. I'd get fired.
Does not matter with that because you don't get fired because of that.
Yeah, but you get enough heat.
Oh,
You might get
excuse
some
me.
heat. You'll get some heat, but the shop stewards there, this, that, they can't
Yeah,
just
they
fire
don't.
you for your mouth unless you are being offensive.
I know. Well, I may or may not get offensive sometimes because I get heated. I live in Florida. It
No,
gets
no, no,
fucking hot
no.
down here. It gets hot
I
down here. I say
I
some
think
mean
you know
shit.
what I think you know what
Yeah.
I
He
mean by
means like
being
No, and you know what
offensive.
I mean too.
you just had somebody for an alienable
I'm not calling them a
characteristic.
pussy. I'm calling them something a lot meaner than a pussy. like, you know, and but
I'm talking about something different than being meaner than a pussy.
Like a racial slur or
yeah.
Yeah, that's what you got to watch
Yeah.
out for
And that
nowadays.
and that's what like I don't get how people can really be that crass. Like
Which is crazy
I'm
because
pretty harsh, but I'm not gonna like drop the N bomb or something.
it happens all the
Like
time up here. That dude up
dude,
here,
like I'm pretty bad, but I ain't gonna do that shit. Like that's
dude
wild.
up
That is
up here in
wild.
New Jersey in the Northeast.
That is
That word is
wild.
used loosely. Every other word. Every other word. Everybody says it.
Dude,
Every other word with a hard R too.
I would get look, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about trying to drop that word. Dude, like
No,
no,
it's
like
used. It's
that's
used as
bad.
what did a hard R just do that or something? What are you doing? Rip it out. They
Like,
use it all the time up
like
here.
what the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
Like I've only done it a couple times in my life, but it was when I was drunk with some of my buddies that are of that ethnicity, and they were like kind of looking at me like, "Bitch, you look like you want to say it. You look like you want to say it." I was like, "Wait, you think I'm
No,
afraid to
no,
say
no,
it?"
no.
You
No,
know,
see, no. Up here,
like I just can't. I
everybody.
can't do that. I cannot do that.
You guys find out amazing that up here everybody uses that word.
But like where I
I'm
grew
just
up, guess what?
amazed that anybody
Being
uses
called
it regular.
where I grew up, being called white was the same feeling as that. Believe it or not, like being, because where I grew up in Hawaii was like, it was like everybody was like, Hawaiian and shit like
Oh
that.
yeah,
It's
the
like,
Hawaiians don't like us over there.
and you being called a fucking white boy, that was like, bitch, so you mean you want to fight? You mean you want to fight?
Yeah, oh
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
was the
Here,
same thing as being called, like somebody dropping that bomb, and it was just, like fucking insane. Fucking no, like I don't know, man.
yeah, you guys should be
So
surprised what
you like,
happens up here.
Oh, I know. My buddy works. I think we had this conversation before, but yeah, my buddy works up. My buddy owns a company up there, and he flies up when they get busy and shit. He does window cleaning up there, and like, man, it's fucking.
So he's a glazer.
It's a well paid. He's a well paid window licker. I'll tell you that. Very well paid window licker.
Glazer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're union up here. That's big time money.
Oh yeah, it's stupid fucking.
Oh yeah,
Like,
trust me, I know.
he sent
So
me
what?
up there. He sent me up there one winter. He was like, yeah, like, hey, like, you want me, like, you ain't doing shit. Like, you want to go make some fucking money? Here, like, take my car, go up there. You can go stay at my house or whatever. And I was like, ah, you talking shit. And he threw me the keys. I was like, fine, give me the address. Plugged it into my GPS, and I went up, and I was like, then he sent me money, and I was like, holy fuck! Like, I'll just keep working then. Like, I'm surprised how much people are paying. Like, it's a lot of fucking money.
But it's not a lot of money to us up here. That's the fucking problem with the cost of living
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, and then I brought it back down to Florida, and I was like, shit, like I
We
stayed up
we
there for a
may
month.
we may make in our take home $70 fucking dollars an hour in our take home, but it's still hard living up here with that. We may make
Yeah,
$150,000 a year, but $150,000 a year up here is like making $45,000 a year down south.
yeah, but like even still,
but
well,
45 down here would be good.
yeah, it depends on where
You
you
take
are.
home more than
That's what
two
I was
hours
just about to
on
get
net in a
to.
day.
Like as a crane operator, like when I was a crane operator in my late 20s in Hawaii, I was making freaking I'd make like $45 an hour, depending on where I was working. Sometimes I'd be making double that. And, I didn't have any bills. I was living at home with my parents and shit, but I still found a way to fucking jerk off all that money.
You just what to it?
Jerk off all that fucking money. Go
Yeah,
out, go to
here
buy me drinky bar on the weekend, fucking shit
I
like
thought I
that,
heard you wrong, but I feel better now.
he was doing that, he'd blow all that stuff probably back then.
Uh-huh. It was fucking shit. I'd do it again, but if I could go back and look at my younger self, I'd be like, yeah, fucking do it. Get it out of your system. Fucking do it.
If I
Get it out of
look
your
back at my
system.
Snow,
younger self, say you're an idiot,
Colombian
you should
Bambam.
say that.
No, well, I mean, I still did something, like, like I bought two trucks and shit, like I figured it out, but like it don't fucking help me now that I'm living in fucking Florida, fucking 4,000 fucking miles away from there, like it doesn't do much. But
See, see up here we make over $60 an hour as a journeyman up here. If I was to go down to Florida, I'm going down to $35 an hour.
yeah, but the cost of living down here allegedly
It's the
is
same amount of money as it is up
allegedly
here.
yeah, it's alleged. Well, Florida's also getting kind of expensive. Like my
It's the
wife,
same amount of money to live down in Florida as it is in New Jersey now.
really, I don't think
Yeah,
it's that.
your
All those
you
snowbirds.
guys are that expensive.
I don't think it's gotten that bad. Well, but then again, I get a lot of good
May
deals.
not be
So
in your
I mean,
area. Maybe
What
like
did
state
Lucky say?
overall.
but
Oh,
I mean, like out here, like like my close your door. Look. like my wife makes freaking, my wife makes about 90, and we live in a 2 bedroom apartment. And I mean, I don't have to work, but I work enough to pay, my rent for the farm, and that.
Oh yeah, I understand.
And
I'm
then
just
that,
saying, I just
but
know it's
like, I
expensive
mean,
down there now.
yeah, it gets fucking crazy real quick.
That's why I've been looking at places like Arkansas, Tennessee, even Indiana and stuff like that. I don't know where. What's it like down there in Arkansas? Down there, lawfully
As far as how, like in
as
what
far as
way?
expense and all that.
Poor. Except for like,
Houses and stuff.
yeah, I mean, we had a pretty big housing price boom through COVID or whatever, and the market has not receded since then a whole lot. But we've had a lot of people move here from Texas, and a lot of retirees I've noticed have moved to my area from like Michigan and Wisconsin and mm, where else?
Hey, if you guys don't
Kind
know the
of the
miracle of
Midwest.
melatonin with children,
Yeah,
guys.
but man, you don't want to fuck up their circadian rhythm, giving it to them every night.
No, yeah, like my 3 year old just woke up. He went down at 8 o'clock when he was supposed to. Then he woke up kind
Yeah,
of, doing the,
yeah, it's a
zombie
certain
mode.
kind of groggy, man.
So I'm like,
I try
here,
and
take a quarter of what is recommended for you, just a quarter, right back to bed.
yeah,
Sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry.
you're good. Yeah, overall, Arkansas is pretty cheap, I guess. I'm led to believe by everybody's different like cost cost of living studies and the average price of homes and all that stuff that Arkansas is always in the top three or lowest three, however you want to phrase that, like of least expensive states to live in. But we've had a lot of people move here. And of course, Walmart country. So you got Walmart, and then everybody that supplies Walmart, like it's got
Yeah,
a,
yeah.
if not their home base, they've got an office in Northwest Arkansas. So they go in there and
That's
sell. And Tyson, with all their chickens and all their other meats and stuff, they've got hatcheries and stuff all over the state.
not to sound rude here, but they're what a lot of people consider one of the welfare states of the United States. Then, which is like
I guess.
Alabama,
I mean,
Missouri, Mississippi, and all them. They're the ones that get the most subsidies from the government. They're the most welfare state. Get the most SNAP, the EBT. They get the most out of any other state down there in the South for some reason.
yeah. Um, the big majority of that is not to be or sound racist, but it's you know, melanated people.
I hear you.
Um, not that we don't have like tweakers and white mamas with three
You
babies,
got
about three
you got
baby
the same
days.
amount of tweakers as we do up here. I'm sure.
Yeah. Um, what else was I gonna say? And most of that in Arkansas is along the Mississippi River. It's in the Delta. It's on the far east side of the state, far east and south. Some in the middle of the state, like around Little Rock, Helena, West Helena, like kind of that area. The west half of the state, and definitely the northwest corner of the state is majority white. The northeast corner is majority white from out of state, like people that transplanted or that fled from like other parts of the state to go there. Like a lot of the people my age to a little older than me that went to college somewhere and then could have got a job and been in this area moved to Northwest Arkansas to do the same work or similar work and make more money, and being a more affluent part of the state. But Arkansas also, for like as poor as we are, we've got this crazy mix of like, I don't know what the actual state average is, but I'm going to tell you that it's basically 10% sales tax on
Got
top
you.
of about a 10% um, um, not labor. What am I trying to say? Like income. There we go. On
Yep.
top of about a 10% income tax. And you would probably be a little more being in a higher tax bracket than me. So, like, pretty substantial on taxes.
So it's like up here, no joke, in the next 5 days, we have a major election up here for the governor. And as of right now, with all the polls and everything, with early voting, New Jersey might turn. There's a good probability that it will be a red state. Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
There was somewhere else that was on the shopping block. Maybe New York.
No, it wasn't.
If that
It wasn't New
gerrymandering
York.
stuff goes through or whatever.
It would
I
be
think-
Virginia.
I don't know, there were a
the
couple
other
states that they were
state.
saying, it could become a at least purple, where it could kind of fall either way if they throw out that gerrymandering stuff.
See, up here, I'm paying attention a lot to New York City mayor too, because they're about to elect a socialist communist for the first time who's a Muslim, and he's gonna eminent domain everybody's apartments in the whole downtown New York City area and give it away for free for public assistance.
That's crazy. Hey, did y'all see? I got Grit and Grayson in the comments.
I can't see the comments because I'm hearing this. I don't know if I go to the comments. If
I did the exclamation point hunt, and then she did it too. Got him.
But no, New Jersey might turn red next week.
Well, I hope so.
Be amazing. Wouldn't be the first time now. In my lifetime, we turned red, I think, 3 times. Overcooked it.
Oh my God, you did. What the fuck is that?
Sorry, I overcooked the pizza that I was cooking before.
So we don't have that game here yet. I was at the store earlier, and I was surprised that there was lots of ramen there still. I kind of would have thought that there'd been, and the store didn't really seem that much busier than normal. I guess the people that were probably there like last minute to try and avoid the kerfuffle, the potential kerfuffle this weekend, maybe were offset by the fact that it's Halloween and there were just a bunch of people not there. But I didn't get a whole grocery trip in. I just went and grabbed the stuff that I'd rather have and not need than need and not have. The few weekly items, it wouldn't be bad to go ahead and get some more. It wasn't picked over as bad as I thought it would be. There were a few things they were out of. It looked like maybe the milk was kind of gone over, but that could just be they hadn't had their milk truck yet. for a day or two. So I didn't want to call it there.
The milk's
Um,
always gone over up here.
It's kind of hit and miss here. I mean, Wednesday I went ahead and grabbed another gallon, even though we were good for a few days because they had it dated out a week, but I had to push a couple gallons aside to get to that next date. I always try and get. It's not my fault if they over ordered or didn't rotate or whatever. If they stick it out there and there's some that is best by the second, but then there's some behind it best by the seventh. I'm going to grab the seventh. Like that's not my fault. That's their fault. I threw milk for Walmart.
Also up here yesterday, about 100 yards down the road from me, everything was underwater due
Oh,
to
no bueno.
the storm. So that's probably why everything was, the milk was gone and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that there probably was already a midweek panic because when I went Wednesday, like the bread that we get, they were out of that. Like I was telling Justin, there was one loaf that was like beat the fuck up and only had like a couple of days. And I was like, well, I'm not buying a $4 loaf of yippee bread to have it go bad before we get around to eating it. So I passed on it Wednesday. But then today they had it, but it still was like close to date. Like I can't ever seem to get that stuff and it have more than like 5 or 6 days to the Best By date. I haven't figured out what date that's vendor stocked.
If you put it in a dark pantry right there, it'll last a couple weeks, no problem. You know that, right?
I know that, but you can explain that to my better half.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
Like she is very by the Best By date, and
over here in his household, if there's no green mold or white mold on that bread, we're eating it.
Yeah, this stuff it's kind of hard to tell. I'll be honest. There's been more than once that like I've probably toasted that up and served it that way before because it's got the seeds and stuff on it. So I always have to like pull it out and like look at it pretty hard when it start getting long in the tooth.
And growing up, my grandpas used to cut the green mold out and then eat the rest of the bread. I always thought that was nasty, but they always said, no, it's good still. You just cut it out right here and you toast it right up. Like, how many times you served that to me?
No telling. I mean, if it was just some like regular old Wonder Bread, white bread, I would just pluck the crust off or whatever around it. But this stuff, it's hard to tell till it's gotten bad enough that it's obvious. But anyways,
Well, it's just penicillin. It's good for you.
yeah. Got Mark Ligon in the house. Welcome.
So you're going to do any deer hunting this year?
Doesn't look like it's in the cards for me.
That's a bummer.
I'll probably still buy a license, just to support the cause. But like just the cheap 1050, the single deer tag from Barn Gun. But I don't think I'll have an opportunity to go.
I got all
stuff taken care
I got all my bow licenses in 2 states, Jersey and Pennsylvania, but it wasn't in a deck of cards for me to be able to afford to buy a bow or a crossbow this year, unfortunately. So I'm going to go at least.
Borrow somebody's?
I couldn't borrow anybody's in the state of New Jersey at the very least,
Is that a thing?
What?
Are bows like licensed in New Jersey?
No. I just couldn't borrow any. People, they either were using them, or they didn't have them that I knew,
Gotcha.
But
I thought you were telling me for a minute.
No, you could use anybody's bows and stuff here. It's actually legal for everybody to use a crossbow. Apparently, there's a lot of states where if you're not a disabled person, you're not allowed to use a crossbow. But up here, we're allowed to use them.
Yeah, everybody uses crossbow in Arkansas. and a lot of guys have. Now they've got some restrictions on you can't hunt off of the back of a four-wheeler unless you're disabled. And of course, nobody can hunt within 100 yards of a improved surface, like if it's a road.
Yeah.
If it's anything more than a footpath, like you can't. So like a Forest Service road or um,
Service
gravel
road, we're
road or
allowed
something.
to. If it's not a marked road, a legal road where you can legally drive down, we got hunt across. As far as
Yeah, I
my
knew that.
understanding of the law is.
I knew about draw length and stuff. That's why I just wondered if there wasn't somebody's crossbow he could borrow. I just wondered if it was illegal. Was what I was getting at. But yeah. Yeah, and you're
No,
not
my
supposed to hunt down power line easements, but I know a lot of guys that do. And like,
power lines, we can
I'll
hunt
be
down
honest.
power lines.
I'll be honest. Given the opportunity, I'd probably bend the rules a little bit on that one because there's a couple spots up in the national forest where I've been to shoot before that like I could see how come deer season the temptation to have literally like 700 yards to shoot would be hard to like not take the opportunity if Bambi walked out there and you were confident because it's rare in that neck of the woods that you get more than 50, maybe if you like line up the pull shot right, like bend over and shoot behind your back, you might line up a shot for 70 yards.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going out there with Slideshow Bob that's on here, my brother Fiend Dog 27.
Yeah.
After Thanksgiving, the weekend of Thanksgiving right there. We'll be up on our the private land that we're members of the gun club to go rifle hunting. I'm looking forward to it this year. I got a feeling it's gonna be a good year. We're gonna get it this year. Hope so. I just got a feeling now.
I hope you all get the three biggest bucks in the state
I
of
don't even care about
Pennsylvania.
that. I just hope all three of us, or sorry, four of us now with my other nephew, who's 14. I hope all four of us just get a doe at the very least.
Something for the freezer.
That's it. Something for memories.
And that's all I wanted last year. And I went 2 days last year, 3 the year before last. But last year, man, I between talking to another guy that hunts that private land and pictures and studying the maps and stuff, kind of after having the first year to get a good lay of the land, kind of
Yeah.
see where they're coming in and going out and all that. Like I knew exactly where to go. And man, if I got out there just a little sooner and then not of all the times to lose your footing and slide, like I literally, as I was about to be on top of where they bed, just before legal shooting light, I going downhill, I took a step on some leaves and slid. And by the time I caught myself on a sapling and looked up, all I saw was asses. So, I mean, I was on them. Like all I had to do was take maybe 3 or 4 more steps and be still for about 10 or 15 minutes to let it be legal shooting light, and I'd had my choice of deer. And after I spooked them, like I tried to
That's
move.
heartbreaking.
Yeah, I tried to move in and sit down under a cedar tree and just like be still and wait a while. I sat there for probably 2.5 hours. And if I'd had a suppressed 22 or a shepherd's hook, like I could have like probably extinguished several squirrels.
Well, they're tasty too, you know.
I know, but man, I didn't have either of those things, and I was not going to piss away a 55 grain gold dot on a gray squirrel.
55 grain gold dot. Look at you. What the fuck what the hell are you shooting?
AR.
Oh, all right.
Like I said, the shot's 50 yards. I'm dead on the money. If I could have gotten Bambi's mom to hold still, I'd have just neck shot her. All for the eating.
Even where we're at, where we hunt in Pennsylvania, at 50 yards, I'm shooting with the 308. Want to make sure it goes down so I don't have to chase it too far.
Well, you make the brain not let the front
You
legs
know what I'm
go
saying?
forward. They don't run off.
But at the same time, I'm yet to get one, and I'm going to my third season here.
Yeah. Well, you neck shoot them, and you don't do it too close to the head and risk like hitting the jaw because you don't want to maim them like they run off.
I got no problem
Starvation.
shooting them square in the head and blowing the head off. I got no problem with doing that.
Yeah, you neck shoot them like it's either clean miss or clean kill, and then if the brain can't tell the front legs to go, they can't
They
even
drop.
do. Yeah,
Yeah, I hear you. I know they teach you in the class it's not moral, but to me it's moral. You take them down, boom, boom. You don't let them bleed out and this and that and suffer for days.
Mark's got access deer where he's at. I hear that's some mighty fine eating. They're little critters, but I hear they're the most delicious deer.
Are those the ones that are like got the white spots on them? Even though they're fully grown?
Whitetail. No, they've got like striations.
All right. No, sorry. That's Sika deer are the ones that look like fawns of whitetail, but they're not. They're fully grown. They got big old antlers. That's Sika. My bad.
Yes, deer.
They're down in Delaware and down there in Florida and stuff like that. They're not native. They were brought over here.
I think the axis deer are that way too. Because they've got, if Justin gets back in here, they've got axis deer all over Hawaii. They're non-native species. I don't know where they originated from, but
Yeah, you just dipped out, huh?
he may have lost signal. I'm not sure. Or his phone may have died. He's got the link, so he can jump back in at his convenience. I'm going to guess the way that he just dropped out, it probably was either a battery or a connection issue, though. Normally
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been able to catch you guys chatting all that. I've been working 50 to 70 hours a week for the last several months, and in full-time school, my life sucks.
Yeah, you're making that folded money.
I'm just trying to catch up because I took such a big pay cut, and now I'm catching up with this.
Tell me about how much your back hurts from sitting on your wallet. I know, Mr. Union Man.
I'm just catching up for real.
It's not his wallet; it's his balls.
When you quit your job after buying a house and a brand new truck and take a $75,000 pay deduction, it's been hard the last 5 years.
Oh, I'm wrong. Evidently, they're bigger than whitetail deer. I thought they were little. It's my understanding, but I could be misinformed. I've never seen one in the flesh.
Those deer are big, huh?
The axis deer, he said they're bigger than whitetail. I thought they were little things.
Are they like a red stag or something, or a stag deer? I don't know. All right.
I don't either.
I know. I got whitetail deer.
I think everybody's opening up a Google window and like Googling it because now grits they're huge. So I guess they're big things. I don't know. I guess that makes sense if you're gonna like populate a food source somewhere like on an island or whatever. You go.
Are they as big as a mule deer?
I don't think they're as big as muleys. At least not like muffin top muleys.
Because at least over here in Jersey, I know our whitetail deer, you can get a 200+ pound whitetail here.
Yeah, I mean, you see the whitetail that they get in freaking Canada? Their deer are huge.
Yeah. And whitetail tastes
better
than mule deer.
Respectable one. Yeah. Once in a while, somebody gets a respectable one here in Arkansas, but most of them are not like big. Those guys that are chasing antlers, like Arkansas is not the place
The small ones are better, Jason. Just remember that. The antlers are only good for stirring the chili.
Well, and getting your friends to tug you off, but yeah, you can't eat the antlers. I guess you can grind them up and put them in your Chinese potion, but
The Chinese potion wants the velvet still on. That goes for a top dollar, man. That velvet off the antler.
no, thank you.
That right there is like a
Shit stinks.
superhuman growth hormone.
Yeah, I'd rather have
Makes you
ED.
heal really quick.
That's what they say. All right,
But-
so let me get you caught up on the comments in chat. So Grit said she looked it up, said like monster buck size. Mule deer are still smaller than axis deer, and then Mark said that they're one size smaller than red deer. So I guess it goes whitetail, axis. Oh, they're from India. Okay, so they're from India, and so are the nilgai. I know nilgai are huge. They're like horses. They've got like a deer ass and like a horse like front legs and like short, thick giraffe neck. They've got them in some high fence areas down in Texas.
So are they kind of like an elk?
Nah, they're a deer species, but they're which I mean, I guess elk are too.
Elk
They're not elk. They're some sort of like yeah. No, I don't think they're related to elk. They're just another species of deer, but they're like big. They live around water. So
yeah.
they look like a giraffe and a deer had a kid. And then that kid and another kid had a kid. And now that grandkid goes to the gym a lot but skips leg day. So it's like
it's all upper body and no lower body.
Yeah, like got the thick neck and like broad front shoulders or whatever. Like,
oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You just explained every Italian here in the Jersey Shore.
All right, so we got like Guido deer.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Crosses the creek and it goes wop 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 wop.
All right.
Had a hunter take one that was 277 live weight and 188 dressed. So we're talking about weight, I guess. Talking about poundage.
Yep.
Not score of the antlers. Old Boone and Crockett or whatever, which I don't completely understand.
I don't know about where you guys live, but we're about to get put into the Antarctic up here in the Northeast in the next week or two. How about you guys down there?
It's been cool most of the week, but I understand that tomorrow night on into Sunday, the temperatures are supposed to drop pretty substantially. It's been like lows in the 40s and highs in the 60s this week, most days.
That's about us. That's what we've been up here too.
Like it's cold enough in the morning, you need long pants and a windbreaker or something till you get in the car. But then by lunchtime, like it's warm enough, you're like, I should have cracked my windows this morning.
Yeah. Same thing up here. But it's about to get really cold up here. It's going to be we're supposed to have a fuck ton of snow and be so cold this winter, they're saying, but we have to wait and see because you know them. They could turn the heart machine on and change that weather at any given time.
Mm-hmm. Well, you realize that normal currents, except for like when you get those nor'easters and stuff, like the normal weather pattern, like my weather today is your weather tomorrow. Just it usually gets cooler by the time it gets to you, just by virtue of being further north.
Yeah, up here in the Northeast, right here, we're experiencing this as of right now, the last month, natural what I've experienced back in the 80s. where
Which would
it's
be
now getting cold, it's flooding a little bit, nor'easters, and we're gonna get some real good snow probably.
well, good. I hope you get all the snow. You can have all the snow.
No. In order for us to get a good snow, that means that the storm's gonna originate out of Texas, go through you, give you guys freezing rain.
We like freezing rain. It keeps our linemen employed.
That's good. Are they union down there though?
Yeah. And then they come by guns. See? Circle of life.
Yeah, because I know a lot of us up here come down by you when there's a natural disaster. And we get paid our rates even though we're down there, and everyone gets jealous because we're getting paid giant rates from up here and per diem. I think everybody does when they go down there.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to do that because I don't want to leave my family. If that makes any sense to you.
I can understand. Especially in inclement weather. My wife's all like, don't get hurt. I'm worried about you. Don't get hurt.
Oh
Your
yeah.
hands.
Meanwhile, I'm 100 feet up in the air on a pole. It's 20 degrees, if that. Nope. That's why I don't do that line work. Most
Have you done it before?
No, that's technically a different union. I do work in switch yards where you know where in a part of your town where the main distribution's going out to you.
Yeah.
We guy like me would do work in there, changing breakers, pulling wires, doing control work and stuff in there. Meanwhile, the linemen have all everything up top there that goes out. I have secondary side stuff, you know. I'm only allowed to touch from 7,000 volt down. Meanwhile, in the normal industry, I'm usually 480 to 120 what I deal with, but we can deal up to 7,000.
Volts.
Yeah, volts. And 7,000 volts is medium voltage, which is you get hit by that, you're dead. Even 480, you get hit by that. Most of the time, you're gonna die or you're gonna be hurt. I've been hit by it before. I didn't die or get too hurt, but it sucks. I should have been a plumber. I tell everybody, go into plumbing. There's a lot of money in poo.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money in poo.
Yeah. Like cleaning shit.
It really is, dude. If you're up here, the non-union plumbers up here that just do residential work for people, they make $45 an hour and they get health care through the company and all that shit.
I think around here the HVAC guys have got it made.
Yeah, because you guys are hot down there. The HVAC guys make a fuck ton of money up here too.
Hot and humid. It's my neighbor. He's
That's what
HVAC guy.
that's what we're here, man. Whew. Up here in the middle of the dog days of summer, come around late July, early August. We're about 100 degrees actual temperatures with 100% humidity.
Mm-hmm. Like you take a shower, when you get out, you dry off, you can't stop sweating. Like you just stay wet. You're like, well,
Yep.
I'm just wet and I smell good. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's nasty. It sucks. We have to put the Mando on us, you know, as men.
No.
You don't
No.
work construction. Baby powder the nether region.
Oh, that monkey butt powder.
Yes, you got to do that there, and in the front, in the back, in the front. You know.
Man, I understand straddling some of that stuff, but I've never liked it in the front.
There's a product called Mando, which is meant for men. It's the whole thing about that stupid woman thing with that. It actually works really good. Comes in a deodorant stick that you just rub on you down there.
That's what we're talking about, V. Show and tell. We're talking about swamp ass, but I don't want that stuff on the front.
Yeah, it's swamp ass in the front and the back. It's no fun either way you cut it.
Look like a powdered bear claw.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much right. There's a good explanation.
I wish Muffin Top were here. He'd be telling us about it. Oh, what's HVAC, guys?
I'm sure you would.
We don't get swamp. We don't get swamp ass because we buy good boxers.
He's a heavier set fella than the rest of us too, so
Pretty heavy set, but
are you? I don't know what you are. I don't know. I weigh about 185, 190 tops.
212's what the scale said the other day.
That's not heavy set. How tall are you?
5'10", 5'11", depending on who's made.
You're
I'll
not
say
heavy set.
5'10".
You're not heavy set.
I'm carrying some winter food.
Yeah, but you're not heavy set. I'm 5'11". I'm 185, 190. At my biggest, I was 235. You're not heavy set. You're just fluffy.
Well, first time that I got on a scale, which I think I had already lost at least 5, if not 10 pounds by then, I was 275. And I got all the way down to like 195, but that's hard to make. That was hard for me to maintain, really.
That's about your perfect weight right there, 195 at our height.
If I were just cooking for myself and I could like be strictly keto or like mostly keto, like just eat steak and eggs, the occasional leafy green or whatever. If I weren't having to cook for other people and I ate when I wanted to eat, not at scheduled times, I think I could probably get down to like 200 or less and put on a little muscle too and be comfortable,
Yeah.
Because
See here.
my goal is to eat on a cut, and I do that some days, but then I eat at maintenance or a little above that some other days. So that's why I'm just I put a couple pounds back on since the start of the summer. I got down to 208. I put a little bit back on and just kind of maintained there. That's because I've not been doing any extracurricular activity. Hadn't been going on walks or do anything extra. I hit my 10K steps or better most days, but I don't do anything extra.
I got a set schedule. So at 9 o'clock, I drink a 42-gram protein shake, and I eat a 22-gram protein bar for my morning coffee break. At lunchtime, I eat my whatever I have for lunch, which is nothing major or whatever. Sometimes it's either a
Shit stink.
either a protein bar or a sandwich. Then when I get home, I'll eat right around, I would say 7:30. I eat some supper, whether what it is or not. But like I said, I do 10,000 to 20,000 steps a day. I'm picking up rigid conduit metal all day long, turning wrenches, this and that. So I'm working out at work.
Yeah.
That's my big deal. That's what keeps me in the shape. Otherwise, I'd be a big fat ass probably. because I like my beer on the weekends and stuff like that, you know? Well, you see me. I eat all the steaks. I eat all that stuff.
Yeah, you eat all that good stuff.
Yeah, the steaks are tasty. So are the sausages. And just an FYI,
Hang on.
my
Can you
my
say that again? Somebody clip that. You heard it here first. Fiend Dog eats lots of sausages.
my garden's still producing so many peppers right now. It's in its final haul, I think, because the weather's about to change in the next week. We've been dipping down about 39 degrees. Peppers are still going good, but
So you just freezing them, or what are you doing to store them?
I've been giving a lot of them away, to be honest with you.
Well, that works. People appreciate that stuff.
And that goes a long way, actually, with a lot of people.
Yeah, nothing beats that free, fresh produce.
Like at my job, I'll go in with 2 giant tinfoil trays full of them, one hot, one non-hot, put them on the table, say, take what you want, and they really appreciate it. And
You
or
got those guys that'll just like pick one up and clean it right off the stem.
yeah, you get a couple of them that would do that too. Couple
Throw
of
it in
them,
their sandwich and just eat it up.
and then they regret it because it was one of the hot ones, and they didn't realize, oh, they ain't that hot, and they eat it, and it's the most hot thing you ever eat in the face of the earth. But otherwise, I core them, I wash them off, core them, slice them up, and I vacuum seal them and freeze them.
Oh, they're warning of additional sleeper cells. I don't know what Cash Patel's girlfriend's position is that she would have to report that.
Yeah, they
I
just
believe that she comes from some significant pedigree, but
they
I don't
just
know.
caught that sleeper cell that was supposed to attack everybody in Michigan today.
I guess I hadn't caught the news then today. I was unaware of that.
Yeah, Cash Patel came out. It was a big to do on X and all that stuff this morning. How they arrested all these people that were gonna mass shoot some military complex and all this stuff. All these Muslims up there in Michigan.
Well, I'm glad they caught him.
Yeah, you don't have that many of them down there by you, do you?
More than what make me feel comfortable while simultaneously trying to not be xenophobic.
Are they actually Muslim? That what you're talking about, or are they actually, or could they be mistaken for Indian?
No, I mean we've got a few Indians, but no, they're like the men wear slacks and have beards, and the women wear the full dress with the head wrap. Like
Yeah.
they're not like the super strict ones because they get to like show their face, but they're like their head and hair are covered. You know.
We have one of the world's largest congregation of them up here in Jersey, up in Patterson, which is on the I-95 corridor up there by
Is
just
there a
north
military installation there?
of, my whole state is a military installation. Just let you know.
Well, I know. Yeah, I know. But I thought specifically, like, when you say Patterson, New Jersey, in my mind, for some reason, that sets off.
There is one just north of Patterson somewhere, but I don't. I stay away from that part of New Jersey as much as I can because the traffic is outrageous. it should normally take me 45 minutes to get up there, but it takes me almost 2 hours to get there because of traffic, if that makes sense.
Huh. I don't know how they managed to get here. Like, I don't know the background behind this, but I know we've got quite a few Yemenis specifically in my immediate area.
And I'm the wrong color to be fucking around up in Patterson.
Hmm.
So either I will be arrested or I'll be shot, killed, or raped. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
So we all stay away from there unless we absolutely have to work up there, and it's a buddy system when you got to work up there.
I'm sorry, when you said that, like, as you listed them off, like, I pictured it all, and then you got to that last one. And I'm not even going to repeat what I pictured, but it was funny. Like, it was a caricature, not like in the flesh. But
I hear you, man. It was funny. I get it. That's why I said it.
like you're on a ladder and some dude just comes up and yanks your pants down.
Yeah, goes to town on me. That won't be fun. But no, if we're working up there, we got to do something in the streets. We call for police backup, and the police are there, and they have M16s on them and shit like that. When we're in that township of Patterson, there are actual jobs up here in New Jersey, up in those that I-95 corridor, that require you to wear plate carriers and they'll issue you a side piece while you're working.
Huh. Like, as an electrician, that's wild.
Yes.
Does your state not like, does the authority of the state not require some,
This is when we're up there, like dealing with like the subway tunnels and shit like that.
yeah. But do they not require some licensure or something? Like, you know,
Long
you
as
know,
you pass the background check,
Huh.
you pass the background check and all that, they will issue this certain particular handgun and a bulletproof a plate carrier, and you have to bring it back and check it back in, type of stuff, you know.
That's wild.
And you only get that when you're going down into the subway tunnels in Newark and stuff like that, because all the bums and shit that live down there. And
So
they're
are they
dangerous.
like, are they your company's weapons, or are they the union's weapons, or are they the state's weapons? Like, how does that all work?
I believe it's a combination of the port authority and the company.
Hmm.
It's a weird concept. That's why I don't take jobs like that, because I don't need to be doing that. I mean, they pay a lot more, but they don't pay a lot more enough for me to be doing that, if you know that what I mean.
Yeah, it seems like it would just be easier to, like, not be assholes about concealed carry and just be done with it.
Well, we're waiting to see who gets elected on Tuesday here. That's good.
That's the only reason I ask about all the licensure and the assigning somebody else's firearm property to you, and like you check it in, check it out. The reason I ask about that is because here in Arkansas, back about a decade ago, there were a few of the public schools that started putting teachers through like security guard training, which is like ordained by the state, issued, the licensure part of that is issued by the state. And
I got you.
it's basically the range portion of police academy It's kind of a quick, watered down police academy, less
It's
like
ba-
arrest authority and all that stuff.
it's basically your NRA 10 or your beginning NRA class that shows you how to use your handgun and shoot the target.
No, it's more than that because it's more than that. It's I mean there's some tactics and some a little bit of legalese and stuff. Like I say, it's the same class you would go through like if you did moonlighted as a security guard or whatever, the kind of stuff that Muffin Top does. And then
Right.
after those couple of high profile church shootings, the one down in Texas specifically, before all these churches were like against guns in church, like they'd all be posted places and under Arkansas
Right.
law, like unless you had permission from the from the
Oh yeah, I hear you. It's the same thing up here.
preacher or whatever, you couldn't carry. And like on the turn of a dime, like everybody all of a sudden, every church was like, oh, we're putting a security team together. And it's like, well, be careful what you call yourselves because under Arkansas law, if you like, and I forget verbatim the word, but it's like once you reach like 3 or 4 people that are making plans together, like you start to become a security team. You need to have that licensure. And I'm not like sucking the state off, but I'm just saying like you start calling yourself a security team, you need to be
Well,
licensed as a
you're looking
security
out for
team.
yourself right there. What you're saying right now, I get it. It's the same thing I do up here in the state of New Jersey.
It's one thing if a couple guys in the men's group are like, so the preacher doesn't care, we all carry. You sit where you sit, I sit where I sit. We kind of watch all the doors. That's one thing. But you start drawing up plans and like drilling together, and like it starts looking like you're trying to be a security team. But the reason that it all turned on a dime was all of a sudden. Before it was an insurance reason was why they wouldn't let people carry, and then it turned the other way. And I guess now there's been enough of those church shootings that have happened, unfortunately, that now I guess your insurance rate is reduced if you have a security team, with credentialed people. I mean, not just, 3 or 4 or 5 volunteer kind of thing, like an actual, like you're licensed by the state and you've got some credentialed people in the building.
Speaking about gun laws, go ahead, finish.
Yeah. I was going to say every church I've been in since I've had my concealed carry license has had somebody with a gun in it.
Yeah.
And it's never come up in conversation. So
Here in New Jersey, the magazine ban.
yeah,
Because we're limited.
Been thrown out.
We're limited to. Did it get thrown out?
So what I heard was one of the federal courts ruled that magazine bans are unconstitutional. So I guess we've got a split decision because one district said that it wasn't. So I guess now it'll have to go to the Supremes.
Because I'm the third circuit court, and that was a big to do that just hit the ballot where they were seeing it last week. And I'm waiting to hear what happened. And you're saying it already came through and I didn't read that yet? God damn.
Well, I guess I'm gonna Google it and see what comes up.
Third Circuit.
Magazine ban struck down. Let's see what that's saying. A Washington state judge struck down the state's high capacity magazine ban April 24. Ruling to pause. Supreme Court. We're talking about the Washington Supreme Court, May 25. That's not what I'm after, though. There was something like 5 days ago. Magazine ban case from hell. That was in California, Supreme Court. That's from a week ago. There was something just in the last 2 or 3 days. I saw a headline somewhere that said that a federal judge found magazine ban to be unconstitutional. No, there's no Archie court delay. It's the AI overview, which I don't really want, but Court of Appeal says voter approved firearms measure. That's not it. I don't know. I saw a headline somewhere, but it may have been one of those like Armed Scholar or one of those guys that always puts out those sensational like baity video titles or something. I may have seen it scrolling YouTube or something on lunch. I saw something the other day, but I didn't have the time to like investigate it out. I just saw it and thought, cool, that's good, and then went on. Oh no, we lost Fiend Dog. I'm just talking to myself now. Oh, he's trying to get back in.
Sorry about that. I kicked
Ruh-roh.
myself out when I went to go look that up.
Yeah, it's easy to do. I don't know. I don't know how much what I've said you heard, but I googled it. And I'm not finding what
I heard nothing
thought I
of what
read the
you
other
heard.
day. Okay.
But what I just looked up said it is in the Third Circuit Supreme Court under review again because blah 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 because SCOTUS sent it down to him to review it and to change its opinion. Otherwise,
Gotcha.
otherwise, the Supreme Court's going to reverse it.
I hope you get it. At the very least, for a little while, at least get you back to your 15 rounds that y'all were forever.
Well, personally,
10 sucks.
when I'm at the range in my AR, I only shoot my 10 rounders
Yeah.
anyway because it's easier to shoot from the bench when I'm shooting from the bench. Unless I'm shooting from the arm, that's a different story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the handgun thing, my favorite fucking handgun that I could carry and all that stuff holds 21 rounds, and I can only have 10.
Yeah.
Which is the Sig
X macro.
X Macro Comp.
Mm-hmm.
It's the flattest shooting gun, not little micro compact I've ever shot in my life. It's like not even shooting it. It's like boom, boom, boom. It's like shooting nothing. I'm just saying that compensator is awesome for anybody out there in the YouTube world.
And the soupier the ammo, the better the comp works.
Yep.
I'm just not crazy about comps on carry guns because it's fine on the range when you're wearing eye and ear pro. But like in natural course of life, like I don't come pre-installed with glasses. So if I
I
had to
hear you.
shoot from like a compression, from like a compressed position or whatever, where you got to do like abdominal index or something, pectoral index, I don't want to set off a flashbang in my face.
Yeah, I hear you. It's understandable.
And they're extra fucking loud. Although I believe if you were in an adrenalized state, like the hearing damage is happening, but that auditory exclusion, like you're not aware of it until the event is done, and then that cough's there, like, what happened? And you're like, what? You're just hearing, I don't think in the moment you would realize it, but
Yeah, that sucks when your ears are just ringing.
of course you could always take that one and get a different grip module. Go to like an X or XL, the X grip module. And that way you're only giving up 2 rounds, and it's a little more concealable. Like it's still enough to get an average person's full hand on there, barely. And then you've got a 10 rounder instead of a 12 rounder. It would change your holster fit though, because you'd have the different dust cover on the frame. The Macro's got the actual pick rail, whereas the other 365 frames had the little baby proprietary rail. Did we lose you, Fiend Dog? Everybody at home, don't forget to like, share, and sub to Lawfully Armed here on YouTube and Instagram. Sometimes I have some Instagram exclusive short content and vice versa, but usually anything I upload to Instagram I put on that I put on here I also put on Instagram, except for of course these live streams. But sometimes there's some stuff I put on IG that I don't put on here. It just kind of depends. Well, Fiend Dog doesn't say something pretty quick. We're gonna wrap it up.
What's up?
Oh, he said something. You started the counter over again. I was saying if you didn't rejoin the chat pretty quick, I was going to wrap things up. We've been going for over 2 hours.
I had to use the bathroom real quick. That's all. Let's keep it
Oh,
going.
I missed that part. Sorry, I missed that part. You probably said that. My squirrel brain just like tuned it out. Man, I'm really surprised Justin B didn't come back. Would have thought that if it was a battery thing or whatever, he would have.
Well, he
That
did
he
say
would have already.
he did say he was drinking, so he's probably just continuing on.
He could be asleep and be dreaming, and think he's still talking to us.
It does happen to me a lot. Back in the day, where I'll be on the chat with you guys, and I just fall asleep.
Yeah, and you're like, when did Tactical Muffin Top turn into Sydney Sweeney?
No, it just seems like all you guys do a chat so late nowadays, or it's just me
I
because
hate
I'm
it when they start late. Yeah,
or it's
it's not
just
just
me.
you. It's
I wake up
not.
between 3:30 and 4 in the morning every day to go to work now.
Yeah, I mean, I
So
don't
I'm
envy that.
tired.
I believe it. Yeah, a lot of times he makes his mind up pretty late when he decides to have one. You know, he's kind of taking that catch me when you can kind of thing. He doesn't schedule a whole lot.
Which is fine. If that's what he wants to do, that's fine. I haven't been able to catch much. That's all. And plus I'm in school,
Yeah.
finishing my school up this year, you know?
We understand.
So it sucks right now. That's all. The money's
Get
good,
that
but
edge
everything
so you
else
can make
sucks.
that bread.
Yep. The money's good, but everything else sucks.
I had one drink, so I might as well have two. Then those are gone and not to look at anymore.
I hate working all this overtime, but I've been broken. I need to try to catch up. Got to keep a roof over your head. You know what I mean?
Rough.
Yeah, that's what certain people up here call it, a roof.
Yeah. Down here in Arkansas, we say roof.
I would
Like
think you guys would
roofers.
call it a rough down there.
No,
He
I
called it a
don't think I
roof.
have a twang in my voice, but
See, I can't tell if you have a twang in your voice because your microphone keeps breaking you up all the time whenever you speak.
yeah, it was poor planning on my part. I should have put my better headphones on before I got started, but I didn't. So
Unless that's
there you are.
actual, your voice sounds like crackling and all that. I don't know. But you've been like that ever since I met you.
It's just my flavor of tism, my sentence structure and cadence and stuff. It's not that way all the time. Like if we were talking in person, I'm kind of guarded in how I phrase stuff for record. Gonna be looking for work in North Central Arkansas soon. Any ideas or leads, Lawfully? I don't know about North Central Arkansas. I haven't actually ever been North Central Arkansas.
If there's any If there's any union boys out there in this chat tonight, just letting you know there's plenty of work up in New Jersey if you need to sign a second book. Union trades,
know what that is.
construction trades. We are busy and we can't man jobs and we need help manning jobs. So if you want to come up here, bring your trailer up, park an RV park and go to work, man. There's a ton of money to be made. Just saying.
If you're talking like way more central Arkansas, like up towards Missouri, Mark, I know there's an outfit building that like whites only camp or whatever. They probably need some construction crew if you're like a heavy equipment operator, but I don't know about anything specific going on in the industry or anything. Loose wire crackle. I'm also like crinkling a bottle of water that I don't mean to do.
Any millwright workers out there? Any union carpenters, electricians, plumbers, steam fitters, boiler makers, all that. Plenty of work up here in Jersey if you need anything.
Specifically, what even is a boilermaker?
They work on boilers.
Oh, we don't really have those, except for maybe, I guess, like chicken plants.
They do the pipes and this that go on there. You got pipe fitters that run pipes to a certain point and then they continue them and work with the boilers. A lot of industrial plants. That's where they are. That's it.
Yeah, that'd be the only place I can think of. I've got a friend that works maintenance for a
or high
food
schools
plant.
and shit like that.
We're pretty well all electric around here, so there might be some gas in the kitchen, but
I'm
all our
currently
HVAC electric.
I'm currently working in a industrial chemical plant for Arm and Hammered, which is also known as Church and Dwight. The line I'm trying to get up and going is the some sort of new mouthwash line that has become so popular and famous worldwide they can't keep up, and that's why they're overhauling everything in this plant and trying to build one here.
Oh, no, man.
And we're the only union outfit in the whole plant.
Huh.
So that's up here in Jersey. That's a lot of union stuff. But it's also the county we're in, which is all Republican too, which is different. That's why too.
Yeah. Doesn't all the Dollar Tree stuff come in? You know, all the Indian shit that they import in. Doesn't that all come through New Jersey? Seems like I remember reading a package.
It comes in through the ports in New Jersey, yeah.
But I mean, like, I think they're based out of New Jersey, actually. Because all their, like, Indian-made pharmaceuticals and, like, their store-brand food and a bunch of that shit comes in. I want to say that it's, like...
Dude, we have so many plants and factories here in New Jersey. That's why they used to say we were like a radioactive state besides our nukes. We used to have that Murphy shut all down.
Isn't 3 Mile Island in New Jersey?
No, that's Pennsylvania.
Oh. Pennsylvania has coast?
Pennsylvania is right on the Schuylkill and the Delaware River.
And I can point the states out, but I guess in my mind's eye. You get up there in New England and I can't keep it all straight.
Who's in New England? Pennsylvania's not New England. We're the Mid Atlantic. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York. New England is Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island.
Okay. There you go.
They're the
Vermont like
juices.
landlocked?
Are they all landlocked? No.
I thought Vermont was landlocked. I thought Vermont was like.
Vermont, no, none of them are landlocked because they all have the St. Lawrence River that flows through part of it. That separates them from Canada.
Well, okay. Landlocked's not the right word. Not ocean coast, I guess is what I mean to say. But anyway.
Oh yeah, those New Hampshire and Vermont are not ocean coast, but Maine is, Massachusetts is, Rhode Island is, Connecticut, I guess, can be considered. So is New York, New Jersey.
So the Great Lakes brackish water then?
Salt water flows right into the Great Lakes. Yes, they do.
I wonder if they have sharks.
That's
Probably
why
too cold.
that's why Lake Erie has Atlantic salmon season for us to catch.
Huh. Dumbasses make a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, New Mexico, very desolate land. I'll never go back to that state again.
Yeah, but they don't have any humidity.
They were
Very
very
little.
cold when I was down there. It was a high of 13 degrees every day when I was there in Santa Fe.
Old Man Bonewrinkle says that the Great Lakes are freshwater.
The St. Lawrence River is salt water that flows into it. So it's brackish wherever that river flows into, whatever the first one is. Is it Ontario or is that? There's salt water that flows into it. That's all I could tell you.
Yeah,
But
I don't remember.
I believe most of it is still fresh. I think it's salt water just on the mouth of the river. If that makes sense.
Did that river originally reach, or was that man-made, like cut through? I know
I
they did
don't
some
know.
expansion. I don't know if it originally flowed naturally, like, or at least that it was navigable. But I know that they expanded it.
I used to go camping up in Alexandria Bay, which is 1,000. It's called 1,000 Islands because they have a ton of islands up there. Go up there fishing. We're up there in a bass boat, and all of a sudden, a 400-foot oil tanker go by that's going to Chicago or to
Yeah.
Cleveland or something. You know, they're going by us. They came all the way up the East Coast to go through that St. Lawrence River.
Old Man Bonewrinkle says that the state of Michigan plants salmon in Lake Huron and Lake Michigan. And he said that the brackish, that's just near the mouth of the St. Lawrence Seaway.
All right, so that's Maine then, right there. All right, good to know because I know the St. Lawrence starts to freeze, or if not, starting to already be frozen right now up there in New York. It's a
There's
shame.
alligators in the Mississippi River and parts of the Arkansas River.
It's a shame right now. We can buy 50 to 80 acres in upstate New York in Homestead and love life for less than $100,000, but they're going to charge you $100,000 a year in property taxes up there.
We got Crash and Kev in the house. What up, Kev? Thanks for being here. My phone is down to 18%, so I don't know how much longer we got. But
You got about
anyway, Coach,
18%. 18%. I'm at 13%. Yeah, we easily got about a half an hour.
I don't know if I've got that. I'm hosting, so it's sucking it along. We've been going for 2.5 hours.
The Greenland sharks have been seen in Lake Ontario. Yeah, okay. Those Greenland sharks are nasty looking.
Those two nightcaps doing their job. Oh, and we lost him just like that. He's like, I got 13%. We got another half hour in us, and then boop, kicked himself. He spoke too soon. Oh, and he's back.
I kicked myself out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Flew too high. Flew too close to the sun, didn't you, Icarus?
And you sure do look comfortable right there where you're sitting. I'm sitting in my chair at the old supper table right here, the dinner table.
He said, you guys don't own phone chargers? Well, I do, but I'm not near it. I could turn my camera off and go plug in by the bed. I don't want to dox myself. More importantly, I promised I wouldn't dox the rest of the household. So, I mean, not home alone, but like pictures on the wall and names and things. And it's really less that I'm worried about anybody knowing who I am so much as that I like the anonymity provides me to be able to speak my mind and not worry about repercussions on the place I work, or I can speak my mind and not speak on behalf of the company and that sort of thing. Maybe not get dildos in my mail, that sort of thing.
Is that a bad thing, getting dildos in the mail?
Yeah, I don't use them.
They could be used for target practice, though.
Man, I don't even want to be that flavor gay to show up to a range with something like that.
That is true. I don't know why I find that funny.
I don't know about last year. Did you ship a pegger before that wasn't attached to you?
I've seen people stick a big old dildo on another person's truck at work before. I thought it was hysterical.
I knew a guy that had somebody stick one, like the spare tire on the back of his Jeep. Somebody put a valve stem cover on. It was the itty bitty little black plastic dick. And he's not sure how long it was on there before he noticed it.
Was he pissed?
No, he's just like, I think it was more like he took it off, but then he spent months trying to think about who might have done it. And then I think finally he said something to one of his neighbors or something. And they got a chortle out of it. And then from there, I guess he found out who had done it. They were all, I guess there was a bet on how long he would go before he noticed it, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's funny when it's friends doing it to each other, but when somebody at work that you don't know really does that to you, yeah. Still funny, but
I'm just glad that he found it detailing it, not that he found it like when he needed his spare tire, because that kind of like, you're already hot, like motherfucker. You're like on the side of the road changing your tire, and then you see that.
Oh yeah, I hear you there.
It strikes you different depending on when you discover it.
You wouldn't
It's so small
realize
you'd have
that
to be
moment.
up on the tire to notice it. It's not like everybody in traffic saw it on there,
It was a baby dick then.
Yeah. Nice ball cap you got there, Sonny. There he is, everybody. Fiend dog in the flesh. You look a lot like Missouri Survival. You look like Missouri Survival's like skinnier twin brother. I don't know if it's just the glasses kind of frame your face, but
It's probably the glasses and the hat.
you do. You look like a fusion of Missouri Survival and fucking Red Dawn Readiness.
Yeah, what's his deal? He hasn't been around lately.
I don't know. Probably work stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know he moved and got a new job. I don't know what his job is.
See, I didn't know that he moved. The last I heard, he'd gone back into doing, I'm going to say medical sales, and then that gives you an idea of the market, but then that way I'm not saying any more than I should.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not any more than what he's had hinted at once before, so that way I don't feel like I'm like doxing his profession or whatever, but
As far
I
as
didn't
I
realize
know,
he had moved.
he moved out of Florida to somewhere and was out of work for a while. Or he was out of work for a while, then moved to where he was, or something like that.
I knew he'd been
Now-
without work for a while. That's why I thought he went back to doing what he was doing, but I didn't realize he'd ever moved. I thought he just stepped away from it.
He moved out of
reasons.
Florida, I believe. I think he moved more north.
Huh.
But
Last
not
I
where
remember
I
catching
live.
one of his videos, he was looking at Walmart. I don't know Walmart. He was looking at Arkansas, and there was a spot in Missouri, and
Yeah,
Oklahoma or
when I say
Tennessee
more
or something,
north,
somewhere kind of triangle.
it might be Georgia, might be this. I don't know where he moved to. I don't know.
Gotcha.
All I know is he doesn't do any videos anymore either.
We probably didn't have that range anymore. You know, he had that pretty sweet range with access to do all sorts of crazy stuff like grab and shoot hanging off trucks and stuff.
Yeah. Well, plus he used to do just YouTube like we're doing right now, the chats. He doesn't do that anymore either.
I've seen some titles. I think he's hopped on a couple of Red Dawns. I mean, on not Red Dawn, but DLD After Darks.
I haven't
hadn't caught a lot of DLD stuff lately because it's so late.
Yeah, I can't be up that late. That could be why too.
I'll be honest, it's been good for my mental health to just like step back from some of this stuff. Like, I love Muffin
I'm not gonna
Top,
lie
man.
either.
He keeps me like so sensationalized that like I have to like throw on some like Y files or something and go to sleep once in a while.
I'm not gonna lie. I completely, purposely stopped listening to a lot of this stuff. I unplugged myself for a reason because it was just becoming so depressive. Doom and gloom.
Oh man, Barriggles said, thought I heard gunshots earlier. Thought, oh crap, it's happening. Said it's just fireworks. I have been there before because I don't live far off of a highway, and there's been a couple of times it's been like pop, pop, pop. I'm like, back 4th of July, like, no, I always forget because like I haven't bought fireworks probably all of my adult life. Used to as a kid growing up, living out in the country, like that was the highlight of the summer was like getting cut loose to buy fireworks, and you'd buy enough to have for 4th of July, but like you fuck around with smoke bombs and firecrackers for a month before.
I do them
months
now
after.
as an adult, dude. It's great.
I just hadn't bought fireworks as an adult, but like, man, back, I don't know, middle of June when they first started selling them, there was one night that was like pop, 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 pop. And it was somebody setting off one of those multiple launch artillery shells. And same thing, like I snapped up out of the recliner in the living room and like looked out the window. I thought, "Fuck, it's happening!" You know, like that's some gunfire. And it was the launch sound that I heard when they all went pop, 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 pop in the sky. Like when I heard the shell crack, I differentiated the tone, but like it caught me just right for a second. But I thought, "Oh shit!" Like
See, I grew
Somebody
up
just
with
got.
fireworks being illegal here in New Jersey, and now that they're legal, it's a great time to just go to the store and go and buy something and go light them off.
Yeah, you're making up for all those childhood years you didn't get, man. Like my dad and grandpa would like commission me to go smoke out all the gopher holes and stuff. So like I'd get cut loose with like the little shitty smoke bombs, the ones that are like the size of a cherry or whatever.
Yeah,
But
I know what you're
like
talking about. I remember those.
you get a bag of
It
mixed
used to
colors.
be
Like
like
I'd get cut loose
green,
with a couple.
blue,
Yeah,
purple, red.
yeah, purple, blue. Yep. I'd get cut loose with a couple bags of those and like put the task to like hurry and run and light one and drop it this hole, run and drop one this hole, run and drop one this hole. Like and those were free. Like I didn't have to buy those.
And then
They
the
weren't
prairie dog sticks their
part of
head
the
up
ones
and
that I
they
found.
fucking smash them with a shovel.
You're maybe, but you're just trying to smoke them out. Like suffocate them was the idea, I guess. Harass them enough to move like somewhere else that wasn't the maintained part of the yard.
We do that up here with the chipmunks.
You ever been to Silver Dollar City in Missouri?
No, never been to Missouri.
Man, if you're
Missouri.
still in your grave, you can catch you a chipmunk. Them little fuckers are so used to people, and they get fed all that kettle corn and shit. Like if you just sit still on a park bench and set some corn out, like you could like reach out and grab them with your hand.
Oh, it's good to know. You got to go if you're ever up in that area. You can eat if you have to.
There would be like a bajillion other things you would rather eat in man, it's getting late. Silver Dollar City or Branson, Missouri, I should say. Like it's like a little redneck Vegas. There's so many things you would rather eat there than the chipmunks. But yeah, you could eat the chipmunks. Let alone if
Funny.
you like actually set up traps and tried to catch them. I mean, you could like probably just put a wicker basket out with some popcorn in it on a rope and like scoop up a dozen of them.
What do you think they taste like? Do you think they taste like squirrel? Because squirrel is fabulous.
Probably like little squirrel nuggets, like no more meat than you get off one. You'd have to catch probably a dozen of them to make a whole box of McNuggets.
You would have to because they're tiny. They're so tiny. They're a nuisance. They're more of a nuisance than squirrel around here.
I
at
guess you
least.
just dress them, you skin them, gut them, and like put them on a stick and just nibble it off the rib cage. I don't know. There's not much meat on one by the time you skin it.
How do you catch them without a rat trap?
I mean, these that are practically domesticated, like I said, you just sit on a park bench, put a couple kernels of kettle corn out.
You just grab them, break their neck,
and strangle them. Yeah, you just choke them out.
I have a hard time doing that though. I have a hard time doing that though, personally. I don't know. I get it though. I get it why you would, but you just gotta go. I think go like this and go say, grab them. Boom. I'm picturing it right now. Just grab them, squeeze.
I was gonna say you squeeze tight enough. It's probably about 3 kicks and he passes out. But
yep, and he probably poops all over the place. It's ready to go. You just skin it and fucking done. Yeah.
No courses in your hair is you probably just run them over the spit and just singe it all off. I don't know. I didn't make it that high into the Boy Scouts. My Cub Scout troop kind of fell apart after about 3rd grade, so I didn't make it.
I don't know why certain things make me feel bad when other things. Like, oh, fuck it. I mean, you go like this, you go like this, you gut them, you do that. But certain other things, I don't know why.
Is there life any more than a white tail or a?
Well, if you're hungry, you're gonna eat them. I guess because you're like a squirrel. I got no problem shooting them, taking my hatchet, cutting their head off, their paws off, taking a knife, slicing an inch across their back, sticking both fingers and both hands in and stretching their skin right off the body. Then going up there and gutting it real quick with two fingers, done, ready to go. All
Right,
within less than a minute.
Mark's got the education. He said pre-stage big rocks around all but one of the holes, then go and drop smoke down the holes, smother the little buggers. Yeah, but then you got to dig them back out. So you either got to go dig the whole tunnel up to get to them, or
See, up here in Jersey, they sell the smoke bombs that are meant to smoke those little devils out, and they're bigger than that.
have you seen a
shove them down
rodinator
there.
before?
What's that?
One of the most salt. All right, so one of the most salt of the earth families that I've ever known. The eldest son is the same age as me. His dad was a Vietnam era Marine, so he was from my friend was from his second wife's family. Like he's got older siblings
All right.
from his older half siblings from his dad's first wife. His dad passed away a couple years ago. Rest in peace. But they had this rodinator, so it's like a big barbecue grill lighter that you hook like on a handle. Like imagine a weed whacker with like a igniter on the end of it. That you stick this thing into the like mole holes or the gopher holes or whatever, and it pumps the mixture. You got a hose for an oxygen tank and a shit. I forget what the other gas is. Butane or propane or something. Probably propane. So you got an oxygen tank and propane tank, and it just pumps the gas down into the tunnels, and then you touch off that igniter, and it just the ones that are up close to the top of the dirt, like it just unearths those tunnels.
Damn.
But whatever doesn't suffocate from you pumping the gas in there and waiting, a minute or two. Like when you touch it off, it cooks them. It's like a portable bunker buster for your yard.
That is awesome right there. Tell you
The
that.
time that they used that they showed me, that was the most fun being a spectator I probably ever had. I say that as a guy that's never been to a titty bar.
You what?
I just don't have any interest. But
You never went when you were 18?
no, it's not
All
my
right.
flavor of entertainment.
I thought every American boy went there when they were 18.
Nah. I think it's 21. There's not any in Arkansas. You have to go over into Oklahoma. It's the
Well,
nearest
up
one I
here
know of.
we got different laws up here. At 18, it's called a juice bar, and it's you have to be 21 to bring your own beer in. Otherwise, you have to drink water or soda, and they get completely naked and nude here. If it's a nudie bar that you're talking about, where they sell booze, they're not allowed to be naked. They have to have G strings on and stuff like that. Weird laws.
TMT's catching up to us.
Is he?
It has to be 21 where Old Man Buckwinkles lives.
It's 18 here in New Jersey.
I don't know where he lives. I'm guessing Michigan, based off how much he knew about the state of Michigan.
I would say that. I think that's about right. Yeah, and
He lives somewhere around there.
you're Arkansas, so you're in the Bible slate right there.
Switch headset, say something so I know you can hear me.
What's that?
To my phone. Let's
Look at that. Tactical muffed up. Ping dog, I don't want to see you in a G-string. Don't lie. Don't lie, Muffin Top. You know you want to see me in a G-string.
Sure as hell.
Oh, it's coming through my phone. I gotta fix my headset.
Sure as hell ain't gonna pay for it.
You don't have to pay for it, but you want to see it, though.
It's on my bucket list.
There we go. I got it now. I can hear you.
And once you
I can
see
hear
it,
it in your voice. You got a piece of candy in your mouth, don't you, you fat fuck?
yeah, he
dude,
does.
it's a crunch and it's fucking tasty.
You're
I'm
eating
just
one of
gonna
them
mark
Snickers
my-
upside down.
Yeah, because I like the texture. It reminds me at home.
I'm marking myself
I hear
safe
Carl in
from
your teeth.
trick-or-treaters.
Hey,
I'm right, aren't I? It's a fucking
I've been
Snickers
dieting.
bar.
I've been dieting really good. No, it was a crunch bar.
Nestle Crunch
Yeah,
or
don't sandbag yourself.
What?
Quit sandbagging yourself.
I was
Yeah.
sandbagging this.
Look,
Dog.
look, dude. All right. Does he not look like a mix between Missouri Survival and Red Dawn Readiness? Like, he either looks like Chris's like a little bit skinnier younger brother, or like Red Dawn's like Les Guido looking cousin.
Let's go.
Does he not?
No, he reminds me of that. Have you seen
He
that?
does. Come
that
on,
guy,
one more flash. Give us
Ricky
another
and the
flash.
Breadsticks. That guy. He's like the electrician and whatever. Have you seen that guy? A welder. You look like the electrician guy on there.
Oh, but the welder that has the electricians, the homo.
Yeah, no, yeah, the electrician who doesn't do anything. But my God, why does your lunchbox weigh so much? He's like, don't worry about my lunchbox. It's all the scrap copper.
Hello, Teresa B. Good evening.
That's funny.
Thanks for being here. I guess everybody's making it home from their festivities.
Hear
So
that?
we got it.
Come on, I want to see Muffin Top eating his candy bar right now.
I don't have a camera.
I want him to like rub it around in his mouth so we can guess what it is again.
I am. Here, what's this one? Oh.
He's got a camera. He's
That's
lying.
a Three Musketeers bar.
He's
No,
on his cell phone. He's got a camera.
No, I'm not. I'm on my computer. I'm at home.
You got a camera on that computer.
No, it's a desktop. I have a snowball mic. Do you know how old the snowball mic is? It's like from the 90s.
I don't even know what that is, dude. I don't know much about computers.
Yeah, I got a blue snowball. I bought used. That's my mic.
A snowball does not sound like fun to me.
It's literally just a little white ball with the mic with 3 little pegs.
Is that so if you're like physically disabled, you can tell your character where to move on Civilization 3?
No, it literally doesn't work unless you activate it.
Somebody dropped that cat alarm. I heard that.
Uh-huh.
And the only reason why I showed my face is because you two guys are friends with me on Instagram, and you know what my face looks like anyway.
That was true.
I know what your whole body looks like.
Yeah.
That's right, you do. Both of you do.
Every time I see you, I'm like, man, that does not sound like him.
Like, if you turn up on the shore and they don't have your wife, they can call me and I can identify you.
We'll get you home, buddy.
I know that chest tattoo.
That's funny.
Uh-oh.
So we are entering hunting season, Muffin Top.
Mm-hmm.
Or we've been in, but I'm about to enter it up here because I'm about to, let's see what. Thanksgiving is when rifle season opens up. I can't wait.
Our rifle season opens November 15th, and I'm having surgery before that, so I'm out for rifle season.
Have you gone out for crossbow or bow season?
No, it's open, but they're just now starting to knock all the corn down, so it's pretty much useless until that happens anyway. So,
I gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah, we've already had.
Sorry, go ahead, lawfully.
So said we've already had bow season and black powder season here. We're 2 weeks into black powder season. coming up on the third weekend.
BRB. I'm gonna go AFK for a sec.
Be right back. Away from keyboard.
DAD. He's dropping a deuce.
Yep, pretty much. That's what it sounded like.
That candy corn he ate 3 hours ago has hit bottom.
It's lucky to get that out, man. That binds you out.
Speaking of that, candy corn is nasty. Why do you people eat that?
Because it's delicious, that's why.
No. No candy corn.
Yeah. Candy corn's good.
Shame.
It
Shame.
melts in
shame.
your it melts in your mouth.
Not in your hand. I thought that was M&M's.
It's the same exact thing.
Waxy sugar. Rifle opens tomorrow in Tejas. Get 'em. Bust that state record, big buck. You know, I just had the epiphany. It's kind of gay.
Kind of what?
Kind of gay. Guys looking for them big antlered deer.
I'd rather go shoot a doe personally.
Yeah, but then now you're a woman abuser. Like there's a way to put spin on all of that, you know.
Well, where I live right now, if I was to go out there with the bow, I had to get a doe first. It's called earn a buck during bow season around here.
Oh, she got me. Teresa B said candy corn is best. ... And then she said in the garbage.
Yeah, candy corn's dog shit.
Hey, fuck you both all. What the hell are you doing?
What do I know? Look at me, I'm a fat ass. I know what's good, okay? But
Of course
Art,
you do, I know.
He said I've ate some candy, sir.
Yeah,
That
look
is
at me.
not good.
I'm gargling down candy right now.
Well, let's see the face. Let's see it.
I
Come
don't
on,
have
we're
a
showing our
camera.
faces.
I can't. I don't have sunglasses down here.
Well, all right.
You shown your face without sunglasses before.
No, I haven't.
Show us some baby blues.
No.
For whatever color they are, I don't know.
They're hazel.
seen-
They're
Brown
hazel.
full of shit.
I've never
I'm just
seen
letting
you
you know
high
they're
fidelity
hazel.
enough.
He's got hazel eyes.
They're black.
Man with 3 brown eyes.
I've seen them over there. I've seen them.
Oh man.
R did he put a potato on his deal of candy.
Yeah.
My son took the spud.
I heard some kids walking by my front window earlier, and I heard them saying, "Can I have a potato?"
Nice.
All right, so what's the deal with this potato with your trick-or-treaters?
I don't know. It's just like funny. It's something that kind of throws you off. And
Now,
then, like,
is that
little-
is
little
that
kids
something
love
that I'm sorry, here on the East Coast, the kids that get that, they're gonna throw them through your fucking window.
Well, that's
oh,
me.
well. Yeah,
Or through your car window or
no,
bust your car up.
maybe they just
That's
want to
what we
make
do up
potato with
here.
some butter on it, man.
Must be y'all just don't have manners there.
Yeah.
No.
Throwing
We have Mischief
potatoes
Night
through
up
people's
here.
windows and using the arm, the N word, hard R.
My God.
We do. What do you want?
Somebody drop that cat alarm. I know y'all hear it too.
Yeah.
I heard it. It was pussy alarm. I heard it.
I'm dripping in pussy over here.
But
I heard it
Yeah.
was Coldfoot's.
Still a pussy. You guys see my video of what I scoped offline today?
Yeah,
Picked up some body armor, baby.
got
Cheap.
that medium level 3.
Yeah. Hey, better than nothing. For under 50 muffins? Come on, man. That's a good buy.
Dude, I'd rather have a baked potato than a couple pieces of candy.
That's
I don't know if that's just a where I'm at in life thing or.
yeah, how do you guys not have Mischief Night where you live?
Have what?
Everyone has
Mischief night.
guns. You don't fuck around.
Cabbage night, mischief night, devil's night.
Yeah, I don't. We're
You
not
have a lot
crazy
of
people.
nights.
The night before Halloween, everybody goes out and fucks shit up.
Well, you guys are full of Democrats. You're all bastards.
Hey, we're about to turn red here, Muffin Top.
I don't know about that.
Oh, here we go.
we-
You gotta listen to this.
I'm dead
Tell him.
serious.
Yeah, tell him again. You missed the
I'm-
first
You
time.
guys can't even be chill enough to have a potato for Halloween.
We're not gay, that's why.
You don't sit on it. You bake it.
Yeah, eat it, you fucking gay.
Is that how you bake it? You sit on it, it bakes inside of you?
No, that's steam.
Oh, I said bake, not incubate.
A different bait. A different bait.
But no, if you believe in polls and all this, all of a sudden, it looks like we're going to turn red.
I don't believe poll numbers, but that is a good sign that that's swinging that way for you guys.
A lot of these
The alternative.
Northeast Democratic states that have governors going on right now appear to be going that way.
Well, yeah, people haven't forgotten the overreach during COVID and those term limits, but those terms are coming up.
This will be the
Reckoning day.
second time I vote for Jack Chittarelli, who's
Oh, I
the
thought you were gonna say links.
Because
The cat thought it was funny.
the last time man, that's a pussy alarm right there. You hear
Holy
him?
cow, I've never seen a scream mask like that. Oh God, put the mask back on. You're ugly as fuck.
Come on, Coldfoot. You can turn the camera on.
No.
He said no. I'm sure Coldfoot's right there within arm's reach.
He's not. He's at work.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
You're gonna get fired.
Who's
for it.
at work at 11 o'clock at night?
People that work
Important
second, third
people.
shift.
That'd be third shift then, huh?
I think second shift around here goes till midnight or 2 o'clock, something like that.
Over here in Jersey, second shift ends at 11.
Well, you guys have been ass backwards since the beginning. I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
We invented everything.
Yeah,
We're the reason why you make what you make over there. You do realize that. We set the minimum wage.
No. You guys are fucking the minimum wage.
Well, the big thing about minimum wage is that I'm concerned about.
It just creates hyperinflation that you can never get out of.
Have you two ever thought about organizing like a baby oil pool fight or something and like giving the proceeds to charity?
No, because we wouldn't film it. We'd be having
No,
too
like-
much fun by ourselves.
Represent your states. Like one of you can bring corn cobs and the other one.
I'll be there. I challenge Muffin Top to
Welfare.
a baby oil, KY oil wrestling match with Lawfully Armed as the referee, filming it live.
TMT's.
But it has to be in a neutral state from all three of us.
What are you bringing out of your garden state? You like?
Yeah, what are you bringing? Like what peppers?
I'm the Garden State. I bring everything.
Yeah, okay. You sound just
Bring
like
some,
California, you schmuck.
Bring some pole beans or something like strangling with them.
I love pole beans.
I bring peppers. What the fuck was wrong with peppers?
Nothing. I just don't want them in my ass.
You might get them in your ass if I stick them up there.
I mean,
Anyway, what the fuck were we just talking about?
I don't even know. It got real weird. Happy Halloween, everybody. Sorry for the mental images.
Oh yeah, that's right. I said I would wrestle you live on camera, but lawfully
Yeah,
has
but
to be there filming it.
You got to get him on camera.
I fight dirty. I can wear a luchador mask.
Well, I got a demolition mask from the old WWF days, so I'll wear that.
Oh man, I'm gonna come out Rey Mysterio on your ass. Let me get some baggy Mohican pants.
You could be gay Mexican then. All right, fuck that.
Nice. We're bad people.
Wow. Fantastic. Glad you joined the show here. We've been waiting for you all night.
No, I just got done
All night long.
hauling the kiddo around, and he had a blast, man. We were having a good time. He finally told us when we got in the car after the last little house, he was like, Mom and Dad, I'm getting tired. I'm like, about freaking time, bro.
What do you mean in the car? You're supposed to walk.
Well, we drive a lot of places because I don't.
You live rural, you have to get into town.
Yeah.
And then everybody's all
Uh-huh.
stranger danger these days, so you can't let them walk from house to house. You gotta like kick them out the driveway, let them run up, ring the doorbell. Thank you.
Really?
And then run back.
But, yeah, but I run
see it all the time.
Yep, that's how.
Really?
That is.
We
how
walk the block.
Really?
Yeah, we walked
That's what you
around.
guys do out there, dude. Here, you go walk.
Yeah, we walk the block.
Yeah, we walk around.
We have a safe
some
neighborhood.
parts.
Run.
We go like
Kids
I
don't
don't go
have
by
parents
the
with them. They walk.
No, I don't go by like the trailer trash. I know where like all the pedophiles live. We don't go that way. We don't go. We go to like
Dude,
the
the
nice
trailer
houses in
trash
town.
gives the best fucking candy.
Dude, no, they don't. That's how you get AIDS and roaches and shit. All right,
Makes you feel fine.
Dude, get this right. This one rich dude's house was giving out 12 packs of fucking pop.
You talking about soda?
Yeah, I'm talking about pop. I'm talking
Yeah,
about Cokes.
It makes me angry when you say pop. So you just quit right there.
You guys are gay.
It's
Yeah,
soda or
it's
soda
soda.
pop?
It's definitely neither of those things.
It's soda or Coke.
You
know
are.
you don't mean Coke.
It's not Coke. Coke
That's
is
what everybody.
Coke.
No,
All
that's
right.
what everybody in Texas calls pop. It's Coke. It's Coke.
And just like
Groundbird
it's
here.
sneakers,
We'll
it's
go with whatever
sneakers,
Groundbird
not
says.
tennis shoes.
Groundbird's gonna be
No, it's
Groundbird. What
tennis
do you
shoes.
call your?
Even though nobody plays tennis.
Yeah, your
It
carbonated.
is sneakers, not tennis shoes.
Oh my god, get the fuck out of here! They're tennis shoes.
You
Tennis
losers with your tennis shoes. You would never make it over
I
here
got
on East
two
Coast.
for pop. Get fucked.
We would beat your ass on the East Coast if you came over and said that. I would slap the
Listen
shit
here.
out of you.
I come over there with my fucking pet.
All right.
Pop and
All right.
my
Is
five
it water
pack
fountain or
of
bubbler?
What? It's a water.
Yeah, I learned. I know,
It's
right?
a wa- it's a
every
water
day some people
fountain.
say bubbler.
It's
So
a
what-
It is a water fountain.
water. What you got going over there?
It's a-
You got some Boston in there?
It's a water fountain.
Water.
Oh,
It's actually spelled with an A, not a U. There, partner.
Man, we keep going.
I
we
just
keep
said it
going
with an
this
A,
and
a
fuck with
water.
each other all night.
a water.
You got a big U
It's a-
in there.
Water.
It's not getting any better.
Water.
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 Yeah, that's
Not water.
yeah. Now
Water.
tell me how you wash your hands.
I wash my hands.
All right, lawfully.
Wash.
Here a wash. Yeah.
It's wash your hands.
Yeah, I know.
And I say wallet.
A wallet. It's a billfold.
It's wallet.
No, it's wallet.
You
Wallet.
pay your bills.
Lovely's gay right there with the wallet thing.
It's wallet.
Yeah, it's a wallet.
Wallet.
A wallet. Yours is all woolly and hairy or what? Mine's Brazilian.
Sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
But it is
Mine's
water.
SOE.
Ooh, you're cool. Mine's what is
Got that Cryptek Typhon with the toxic green thread.
gay?
It's custom, bitch.
What packet do you carry that in?
Mine's right here. Look at that.
Oh
Old
my
school.
god, that's old man
Old
style
man.
wallet.
Old man, old school.
You carry that in your back pocket?
Every day.
Don't do it, man.
you-
That fucks up your back. I carry mine in my front left pocket.
I
carry a
don't
metal-
sit on it
See?
though, like
Hey.
you.
Hey, Muffin Top, it's good that you're here now because I was teasing him earlier about like at the end of the day his back's fucked up from sitting on that big wallet making all
Yeah.
that money.
That will legit, no joke, fuck up your spine alignment.
I don't sit on it.
You just walk around all day. What happens when you're in a car? What happens
I
when
take
you're
it out and
driving?
put it in the center console.
What the fuck use does that do for you when you're up at the strip club and you forget it in your center console?
I take that and I take it out and put it in my pocket up here in my jacket.
Oh my goodness.
You motherfucker.
I gave away another light tonight.
Where were we?
My son's companion was lightless, and I gave her. I carried that little light, little AAA one on my wallet.
In the center console.
No, it was in
Not-
my pocket. I gave it to her to
Coldfoot.
use.
I think Coldfoot's getting you because you said console. instead of
Yeah,
console.
it's a center console.
I said center console.
I don't know. I just report the things they say.
Mm-hmm.
He's free to clarify.
Oh my god.
It is Friday night though too, so it might have been canceled. I don't know.
I don't know. I got to work tomorrow.
I'm gonna go do a political walk tomorrow. I'm gonna go walk door to door, trying to get people to vote for the Republican candidate.
Are you really?
Mm.
Yes, I do that every year.
And you're still a blue state? I think you need some backup there, buddy.
I mean, he can't convince the whole state, man. He's just one man.
I'm not going up there into the inner city bullshit where I'm gonna get shot in my head.
Well, bring them a potato. Maybe they won't do it.
I'm gonna make sure everybody.
Throw a potato at him if they misbehave. Remember, vote
I'm
red.
gonna go to the places that I live and make sure they go and vote.
We'll see you at the
That's
ballot
all.
box, bitch.
Well,
Don't be a dud.
laugh,
You'll get
laugh all
this
you want.
fun.
I think all you guys in your other states need to start going out and volunteering and doing that shit for your candidates too.
I don't know how to tell you this. Nebraska's
canvassed
been
before.
red the entirety of the United States.
Nebraska's blue, as far as I know.
Nebraska's purple. It's because all you freaking yippies are moving out to Lincoln and Omaha.
Yeah, Lincoln and Omaha. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the capital and the idiot capital of the.
Do you want to
entire
know why
state.
New Jersey's blue or purple?
You guys all blow each other?
Fuck you. It's the I-95 corridor. Otherwise, all in New Jersey is red. It's just one little stretch of the turnpike that goes through the state into New York
Yeah.
from Philly to New York. That one little half-mile wide stretch.
And it's got a ton
goes-
of people living there, don't it?
It's all the, you know what, people.
I know, man. That's my problem.
All right. Forgive my ignorance. What's I'm familiar with the term, but what makes a turnpike a turnpike?
I don't know.
I don't really know either. It's just a turnpike. That's all I could tell you.
Yeah, that's just common knowledge, Lawfully. What are you trying to do here?
Trying to ascertain what makes it a turnpike versus a.
We got the Jersey Turnpike, which is
It insinuates
I-95.
there's a turn in it, so I don't know what it
There
is.
is. It turns every exit's a turn. Maybe that's why. When you exit off the turnpike, you got to do a giant U-turn off the turnpike.
Yeah, like 90% of the state is all like farmers and
That
conservatives
satisfies.
and gun carrying people, and then like it's just so populated in that little blue area that it just is the extra third. We've never been a solid.
Letting the comments catch up to where we're like a third. You got me saying a third. Where we're like a good minute and a half ahead of what they're reading or what they're hearing.
Right.
Nebraska has 3 districts. 1 votes blue sometimes. The other 2 vote red reliably. Every single time except like once in the 1950s.
Yeah. For some reason, we're broke into because Nebraska's only worth 3 points. We're broke into like 3 votes, so then it's like a majority. But we still show up as purple because of that. It's weird. They tried to get rid of it.
Enough. In gerrymandering, and you having just enough in like either Lincoln.
Don't be
or
surprised though if Jersey is red in a week from now.
I hope so.
I
Yeah,
hope so.
they tried to overturn it this last election, but the Dems wouldn't let it happen because they knew that we'd be a Trump state.
And the last time Jack Ciattarelli ran, which was 4 years ago, he had it won we all went to bed, and all of a sudden a district that was already accounted for came up with 20,000 more votes, and then Murphy won.
It got trumped. What you're saying?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what happened.
So what happened with old Daddy Biden?
I know what happened to old Daddy Biden. I know.
Can you spell that guy's last name?
What,
Not when you
Chitterelli?
say that. Yeah, I don't like that. Spell that.
I'm not going to spell for you because I don't know
Not sure
how.
how either. Okay. Can you to the best of your ability? Because I feel like it's probably not spelled phonetically.
It begins with a C.
Well, that ruins that idea. Never mind. I'll
You're
just
broken.
Google it later.
It begins with a C and an I. That's all I can tell you. Chitterelli.
Is he Italian?
Yes.
I knew it.
All these New Jerseyans are Italian or Irish.
Which side do you like better?
We all got great
Cheddar.
food.
Cheddar Deli. Okay, I got you. It's spelled CIATTARELLI.
There he goes.
There you
And
go.
currently, right now, the ads are nasty. Like the most nasty ads I've ever heard in my life about any political thing.
My God.
It's borderline inappropriate what they're running online right now and on the TV.
My God. Like they're trying to pimp out the votes with like some skin or what?
No, it's not that. I'm just saying what the words they're using.
Oh. Getting a little risque, huh?
Yeah, it's borderline inappropriate.
Oh my goodness. So here's the
But
real
that-
question. I tried to have you on my chat
Jackson,
the other
maybe.
day. What Fiend Dog, what do you got going on? What does it look like for you as far as the EBT thing?
Well, what? That starts tomorrow or starts in about 30 minutes from now, then, I guess, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but most of those people don't wake up till 10, so you got some time.
It means nothing to me. What the fuck would it mean to me?
Well, I mean, like what does it look like in your area? Do you got like, have you seen the people, obviously, like in our Discords and stuff, posting that
Nothing.
they're going to
That's all fake news as far as I'm concerned. What's you see advertising everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's nothing. My state has declared a state of emergency. They will be paid no matter what. So they're getting paid.
They're paying
Every
the food
state-
stamps with your guys'
Yeah.
tax dollars? Tell them to get
Yeah.
fucked.
Nothing we can do about it.
That's messed up.
But they buy stuff in the state, so I mean, you're getting some percentage of that back. And it's better, I guess the alternative is not pay and they riot and then mess up all your stuff. That'd be a bigger impact. I mean, you're getting held.
I don't give a
ransom,
fuck if they
essentially, but-
riot anyway. If they riot, they're gonna riot in the fucking cities. Who gives a fuck? The cities are shitholes anyway. They're not gonna riot where I live or any of those other places around me where I live. They're gonna riot in the shithole cities.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, New Jersey's a coastal and farm state, except for the cities up there in the I-95 corridor.
That's like the whole state of Nebraska.
So they're gonna riot there. Let them fucking riot there. Let them burn that whole fucking section down. Fuck them. Who gives a fuck? Stay away from that area.
Yeah, who says you need to be happy? Stay angry.
You know, we're down here. We're happy
It
where
had
we
that same
live.
energy, didn't it?
Yeah,
I don't know. Am I weird for thinking just stay where I live? Don't go out of my area? We're fine.
no, I mean, I bought some more stuff just because I also see an increase of panic buying from normies and if they do the riots and whatnot, right? That
The only thing I did notice is my gasoline went up to $2.99 a gallon.
we
Today.
just went down.
We just went up. We went up
60 or 59, something like that.
We went up 25 cents a gallon.
Well, that's because you guys suck.
The New Jersey keeps
Awfully.
doing
What
that.
do you got? What's your gas prices looking like over there, buddy?
Last time I got gas, it was $2.50 something a gallon.
Oh, damn. There you go.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, lovely. Look what you did. That's because nobody wants to go through Arkansas. They got to get them out quick and cheap.
Nah, we make some gas. Or some oil, anyways.
It's because Arkansas is all full of I don't know.
Tejas in Oklahoma keeps the
Rednecks?
stock.
Pretty much.
Cousin lovers.
No, that's another A letter state.
Hey, when I kissed her, she wasn't my cousin yet.
Yeah, after you got married, then she was.
No, not that.
Oh
Never
my
mind.
god! I just seen the fattest.
I wasn't making a joke. That was serious.
Oh no! Oh my god!
I
I want to eat this.
bet you do.
Well, he is part of the deep south down there.
I don't know
Now,
about
Arkansas is not really deep south.
They're like
It's
adjacent
southeast corner of
south.
the state.
According to
It's not
the
deep
northeast up here, you are the deep south.
Well, according to Arkansas, you're in New England, so see, we're even.
Oh shit! Not New England.
We are the Mid Atlantic. All right. Don't address me with the New England states here. That's very rude of you.
That is very rude. I even got to back him up on that. I don't want to be associated with none of that shit.
You are definitely part of the deep south. You're Arkansas. Look at those.
Got all my
Betty Lou Sue in Arkansas.
Who's to say those are real? That a couple of them are fake in there.
What?
He smiled at us.
Yeah,
He
because
loves
old
it.
man Bumwrinkle said that Lovely probably has more teeth than Eastern Kentucky. I have all my teeth. I even still have all my wisdom teeth because I was too poor to have them pulled.
That a boy. Yeah,
Ooh, good for you. You don't have to get them pulled unless they rot or get infected, like I had. I got to get mine pulled.
Yeah, I had to get mine pulled too. And then as I researched it more, so there's supposed to be a direct link to your penile gland, right?
Don't say
Yeah.
penile.
I said
It's
it
not
that way
penile.
on purpose. I said it that way on purpose for you.
Your penis gland?
No, yes. No. The gland that's supposed to make you like your sixth sense to the spiritual world, yeah.
Okay.
So they're supposed to hurt because when you grow, you grow. It takes a time to grow, yeah. The sugar high is really coming down. And it's like a direct tap for your spiritual link. That's why they're your wisdom teeth. And I've seen some crazier stuff saying like basically there's like crystals attached to them in your body. I don't know if I believe that part, but yeah, the penile. See, get it. The pineal gland. It's way funnier the way I said it though. But yeah, so supposedly that's one way other than the water that they're blocking that, because with the fluoride and everything is another way to coat that gland so you can't use it and you become more docile and easier to control with that covered. I don't know if you guys have ever jumped down that rabbit hole for that, but that's another main reason why they push for the wisdom teeth removal. WADA.
That's what I hear. Un momento.
Was that underwater? Really? Damn.
I got mine removed because I had to.
Yeah, that's what they told me too. But I guess if you
No,
just
not
going-
I had to because I ended up breaking them. I had to get them removed.
Oh shit. Mine were making me sick. They got infected.
And 2 of them I broke. 2 of them were impacted, and I had to get them removed.
Oh shit.
But I had 2 of them down there for many years. Then all of a sudden I ate something, all of a sudden it broke in half, and all of a sudden I was in a world of pain that will make you know what I'm saying?
Horny.
No. The opposite of that. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm going out door knocking tomorrow to get people to vote for a Republican candidate that's going to be best for the state of New Jersey. I think y'all need to start doing that and volunteering time during these election times instead of staying home and doing nothing and then crying about it.
I like it.
Because it's the only way we're going to change things is if we go out and go door knocking and do all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for.
Or
I mean,
phone
really,
banking.
yeah,
you know,
it's not like a lot of work to try and better your area.
it takes 3 hours on a Saturday.
I got to just watch this guy ruin prime rib.
Prime rib is not the best cut of meat anyway to begin with.
No, it's not. But are you going to dip it in butter and then defat fry it?
I might try it like that.
God damn
I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but I would try it if it was done that way. When you're cooking beef and all that like that all the time, you got to try different ways. You never know.
I don't know. This is coming from a guy who is partakes in charcoal, I guess.
Well, charcoal's the way to go, man. If you cook on propane, you're a fag.
No, that's why I cook on wood pellets.
Yeah, you're worse than a fag. You're a trans. You're a tranny. You're a transformer.
It's 2025, baby. We can do what we need to do.
You're a transformer. You're a mixed breed right there.
Don't make me Autobot you, boy.
You Decepticon, you.
Yeah. I would be a Decepticon. They got cool shit.
Nah, I'll be an Autobot. I'm on the side of good.
Damn, you'd probably be a Jedi too, wouldn't you?
Yep.
You schmuck. Sith all the way, baby.
Yeah, you know, I'm not a homo.
Not a hope.
Whatever that has to do with everything, but okay. Where's LA at, man? He like disappeared.
I don't know. Lawfully, this is your chat. We're running away on it. Hornaday. He don't like how I say Hornaday.
Yeah, I don't like that either. It's Hornady.
It's Hornaday.
Hornaday is Hornagay.
Jesus, you and the dick sucking brigade. Still love you.
I've been drinking a little bit today.
I couldn't tell.
You should have been on earlier, man. When I was talking about there was a big to do at work today, which was kind of funny.
Go on.
So they gave two gentlemen their layoff check.
Oh shit.
It was a clean layoff. It was a fire, but it was a clean layoff. So they could collect unemployment. That's how a lot of the companies do it over here. And they flipped the fuck out and started fucking yelling and threatening and this and that. I'm thinking to myself, man, look at these guys. You know, I'm trying to just do my job and I'm listening to this, I'm hearing that, I'm looking over there and now I'm getting curious, you know what I mean? I'm like, holy shit, they fucking told off my fucking shop steward, which is a female, which is a big no-no. You don't do that anymore, you know? She didn't deserve it to begin with. Getting told off, you know? Even if it was a dude, I would have said the same thing, you know?
No, I
regardless
don't know.
Regardless of the matter, they're gone forever. It doesn't matter. But it was a hell of a show.
Damn.
And then they made us clean up early at 3:45 on a 10-hour day. Go to the man trailer, and we had to listen to his speech, and all of us had to just talk and just hash everything out because we're all union people. Make sure there's no problems with what happened. It was kind of funny. It's interesting. And I told the guy, because one of the guys that got fired was he's a weirdo, right? And I said, who's gonna sexually harass me all day long now? Because the old dude sexually harassed me all day long.
Maybe he just thought you were pretty.
Like legitimately, or just kind of joke?
Yeah, it's
Well,
penis jokes 24/7 with me. I mean,
when an old dude tells me he used to give the best head in town and shit like that, I don't know what that means.
what the fuck? All right, yeah, that's weird.
I mean, his head game strong.
I don't know if he was just fucking with me or. And then I look over at him today. He's holding a piece of pipe and he's stroking it, looking at me, smiling and winking.
Maybe he just wanted to be your friend.
Did you get him thrown out of the Pipe Fitters Guild?
I started laughing. I laugh at that shit because I think it's funny. I find that shit hysterical. I'm sorry. But I think other people got offended. He's gone. That's all. That's the whole story. He's gone. But I thought it was funny.
Oh man, I love Meanhead Jim. Miss that guy.
But I was the guy in the meeting and said, who's going to sexually harass me now? Because it is a little weird when an older gentleman sexually harasses you. I'm 44 years old and he was 63. It's a little awkward.
Yeah. More than a little.
But it was funny. Okay then. You guys don't find it funny. Hey, you guys a bunch of homos out there, aren't you? All right.
He wanted you comfortably numb said.
All right.
Did he tell you that you had a pretty mouth?
No, he did not.
That's a step in the right direction.
Fiend Dog almost had a July/September romance.
How'd you get so lucky?
Motherfuckers. That's funny. No, it was funny. I thought it was funny. Everything he used to say, do all that shit. Apparently, other people in the job did not find it funny. I just roll along with everything. Yeah. Other people in the job thought it was vulgar when he was saying that shit to them. It caused a problem, apparently. And I got a weird thing about that. Just shut up and just do your job, man, you know?
Yeah.
It depends on, like, if he says something like that, yeah, or somebody says something like that, it depends how they say it to you. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. Unfortunately. I have worked construction as well.
None of us want to be there anyway. Let's try to have some fun anyway, you know?
Lawfully picked a terrible time to go AFK on his own stream.
No, he just showed his face right there. I just saw him. He's secretly hiding in the background listening to us. You just did it again.
Maybe he knows the guy that got fired and he's in a romantic engagement with him and he's upset with what you're saying.
It could be. Do I need to say his name online here, or?
I don't know. He might get a lot of customers.
I don't want to expose Lawfully's name, though, if I do that.
Oh, no.
Litigious. A bit litigious.
Don't want to be doxing homies.
That's right.
I'm not a pipe fitter.
But you can fit some pipe, I bet. Ooh.
He's laid a lot of pipe, one mouthful at a time.
I'll leave the pole smoke and TMT.
No. I use too much teeth.
He's ditchweed Jim.
We have heard that about TMT, though.
You guys.
It's not the first time. Look at him, he's blushing.
You can't see nothing.
Nah, that's just his muffin.
His muffin got redder.
Which one?
So,
You're welcome.
LA, what's going on over there? What are you doing?
Fam just got home.
Yeah.
Family just got home.
You was busting my balls for being out too late. They was out later than I was.
Yeah, I know.
So what was it, 10:42 by you?
Yep.
I'm so jealous of you guys in the central time zone. It's easier to deal with.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I don't have to
Right
deal
as
with a bunch
might,
of
as
homos.
they say.
Because everything what about homos there,
So I
TNT?
don't have to deal with all the homos that you got to deal with.
They deal with plenty of homos. It sucks.
I heard, and you guys just apparently shit canned one.
Yeah, we got no problem with that. And the union's told him to go fuck himself too.
Well, he probably did.
Well, you know, when you're a douchebag, you're a douchebag. You deserve to be shit can. You deserve to be shit can. Look at that. It's 5-5.
No, hand check, because Comfortably Numb, aka Old Man Butt Wrinkles, is suggesting that AFK means something else.
AFK means away from keyboard.
Always fappa capping. He's doing something, that's for sure.
Fapping? Napping? The fuck is fapping?
Ah, that's what chicks do. It's called they're jacking
You're
off.
not that old.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I don't know what fapping means.
I just told you.
Google it.
Yeah, don't do that. You're gonna get in trouble.
No, I'm not
Yeah,
doing
stuff
that.
on your computer. This is what you really need to look up. Why don't you look up a blumpkin?
I know
he's
what a
not on the
blumpkin is.
company
I
phone.
invented that.
You invented the blumpkin? You sick bastard.
I know what that is. That's old.
That
With
is
that,
old.
I'm getting tremendously tired.
Yeah, I'm getting tired too. So how many blumpkins y'all had? Let's end the chat with that. Teresa B?
3? About 3?
350?
Goose egg.
1.
You never had any dirty Italians, have you?
No, I sure haven't.
No, the
Thank
dirty
God.
Italian girls here on the Jersey Shore, they'll do that in a heartbeat.
Oh my God. I don't think I like that.
Look at Lofty's face. He's like, eh. He's grossed out.
Eat out my chocolate starfish while I'm waffle stomping yours in the drain, baby, so we can get cleaned up.
Oh, I don't know what's your definition of a blumpkin versus my definition.
Well, this is the internet, and I don't know if we want to be putting that out. We can talk about this backstage. You know, just Google it. We'll get the official wiki definition.
My definition of blumpkin is something a little bit different than what you just said.
Lawfully make sure this is on mute and not over the speakers at your house.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Oogie boogie, motherfuckers.
Wash your ass and go to bed.
Wash your ass.
Good night, everybody.
Today.
Later.
I didn't even have any alcohol. This is just me being silly. So anyway, you're taking a dump and then